Indeed, it's another beautiful day, the beginning of a new week. Another week is upon us, and it's a great way to welcome you to the most anticipated talk show on radio and online at the very start of the week. This show sets the agenda for the rest of the week. From here, the newsmakers get to break the news, and of course, the talking points for the different talk shows and the headlines from the different newspapers get to come from right here. One-on-one with the CEO is back. I'd like to say welcome to all of you. It comes on once a week on Sunday evenings or afternoon based on your respective time zones. And I'd like to welcome all of you across the world. Thanks for joining us tonight. My name is Nelson Collier. As always, we are live across the world on the different social media handles. We are live on Facebook, Spoon TV, Fabric TV, Super TV. We are also live on YouTube, and our YouTube handle is Spoon Talk Live. And we're live on radio as well. Thanks to all of our partner radio stations across the country that are always relaying the program. We want to appreciate Trust FM in Bomi County, Premier FM in Bonk, Train Radio in Grand Crew, Radio Yalamani in Seclipia, Nimba County, and all of the radio stations across the country that take it upon themselves to relay the program every single day, making sure that Liberians across the country can get information in real time. So one-on-one with the CEO is on tonight. I'd like to welcome all of you. Tonight is going to be very, very, very informative, very engaging. It's going to be a great show. One edition of the program you don't want to miss for anything. As the conversation around the passport saga continues, tonight on this edition of One-on-One with the CEO, the guest will be the former Director of Passport at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Andrew Wonplo. He's going to tell his story tonight. He's going to give his side of the story. He's going to say everything he knows about what's happening now with respect to the passport saga. I know a lot of you are aware that there was a recent action taken by the U.S. government, and there have been different debates, different conversations around whether this has its root in what happened during that time when Andrew Wonplo served as Director of Passport, or whether, so based on all of the different conversations, the former Director of Passport, Andrew Wonplo, will be the guest here tonight. It's going to be a big show, great conversation. You don't want to miss this for anything. Kindly share the program as you come on tonight across the different social media handles. We appreciate if you were to give us a thumbs up, especially for those of you watching via YouTube. And let's have a great show tonight. Encourage someone to listen with you, especially those of you listening across the country on the different frequencies in Radio Land. We want to welcome you tonight to this edition of the program. Let's go to the phone lines. Let's hear what your expectations are. What do you anticipate as tonight's edition of the program is about to host the former Director of Passport, Andrew Wonplo? What do you expect from the guest tonight? What are your anticipations for tonight's edition of the show? One-on-One with the CEO brings Andrew Wonplo live in studio as guest tonight in the midst of this heated conversation around Liberian passport. So it's going to be a great show, a very revealing conversation coming up tonight. So just keep sharing the program. Let's go to the phone lines and take your calls. Let's know what your thoughts are. What is it you expect from this edition of the program? So I'm Nelson Colette. Call us up now, 0555 101075. You can also call via the the WhatsApp number I'm going to put up. Let's hear your take. What are your expectations? What do you expect tonight? The guest will be former director of Passport, Andrew Wonplo. He's going to be the guest on this edition of the program tonight. Let's take our first caller here. Hello, your name and where are you calling from?
Hey, Korea, I'm happy to be on the 101 show tonight. I'm Morris Boy calling from Joro.
Morris, quickly, what's your expectation tonight?
Tonight is that I believe that something that unfolded in the past government will be revealed tonight. That's what I hope to hear. There are some things that went on in the past government, concerning that passport issue. That many things that went on, some of them were illegal. So tonight, I'm just going to my radio.
You think Andrew Wonplo will talk about some of those things tonight?
Yeah.
Thank you very much for your input.
To happen in this country.
Let's go back to the phone line. 0555 is the number to call, and you'll be live on this edition of the program, one-on-one with the CEO, live on across the Spoon Network tonight and across our different social media handles. 0555 101075 is the number to call, and you'll be live. Hello, your name and where you joining us from? Let's hear you.
Yeah, Nancy, how you doing?
I'm doing good,
my
sir.
My name is Ali G.
Okay, let's hear you. What do you expect tonight?
Yes, what I expect tonight from the guest, she will not like to tell herself what was
that he. Andrew.
He.
Okay.
You will not let to tell herself, but what was going on, she had no control on. She will have to let people know.
Thank you. Thank you very much. 0555 101075. Hello, your name and where are you calling from? Let's hear you quickly. Too bad. Please make sure you're away from your radio once you decide to call on the program. Make sure that you are away from your radio as you try to put the calls through tonight. Keep your calls coming to 0555 101075. That's the number to call tonight. And you'll be live on this edition of the program, one-on-one with the CEO. Andrew Wonplo, former director of Passport, is the guest tonight. What are your expectations? Hello, let's hear you. Hello, can you hear me? Hello? Yeah, you are live on the radio, sir.
Hello?
You are live on the radio.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, go ahead. Let's hear you.
I think what would be discussed tonight will be very crucial because from the genesis of this whole passport issue, the passport director appearing on the screen show will listen tentatively to get what's been happening in this country because U.S. sanction coming to our country, I don't think it's right for every one of us in this country. So we're listening keenly to the former passport director to hear what you received tonight.
Thank you very much for your input. 0555 101075 is the number to call, and you will be live on this edition of the program. Let's go back to the phone lines. Hello, your name and where you call from?
Hello, my name is Manuel. I'm calling from the city of Addington.
In the midst of the whole passport saga, the recent action from the U.S. government, the former director of Passport is coming on tonight. What are your expectations?
Really, I mean, we want you to come out, and see the fire and see the work that they are doing. Because most people are appreciating them of the work they are doing. So we just want to hear the best from him tonight. That's all.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. 0555 101075. Let's go back to the phone line. I'm gonna make a WhatsApp available tonight. We'll make the necessary adjustments to get that coming through. But in the meantime, just keep your calls coming via the local numbers 0555 101075, and you'll be live on the program tonight. Let's go back to the phone line. Hello, your name and where you joining us from? Hello. Hello, can you hear me? Okay, we lost that person. So let me try to put a WhatsApp up. Alternatively, I'm gonna get this WhatsApp number up so you can call via WhatsApp as well. Then let's hear your take. What do you expect? What's your expectation tonight? This is 101 with the CEO, and it's gonna be a great show, a great conversation coming on tonight. Let's hear what your thoughts are. So again, you can call 0555 or you can call the WhatsApp number that I'm about to put up. All right, you can call the WhatsApp that I'll be putting up right now, and you'll be live on the program. So let me put this WhatsApp up. Okay, so you can call that WhatsApp number. It's only for tonight. Alternatively, you can call that number, and you can put your calls through 0555 or you can call us via WhatsApp on the number that's on the screen there, and you'll be live on the program tonight. Let's go back to the phone lines and see if we talk to this person. Hello, your name and where you call from. Hello. Again, we lost this person. So let me make a little adjustment here as we move on to take more of your calls tonight on the program. Thanks to all of you joining us tonight. Kindly share the program across your different groups, WhatsApp, social media handles. Let's have a great show tonight. Let me take this person. Hello, your name and where you calling from? Hello, can you hear me? Okay, so there seems to be an issue with this one. You can also make your calls via the alternative WhatsApp number we have there, and you will be live tonight on this edition of the program. 101 with the CEO is live tonight, and you can join us via the radio and across social media on YouTube, Spoon Talk Live on Facebook, Spoon TV, Fabric TV, Super TV, all the different social media handles. You can join us tonight, and you'll be live on this edition of the program, the 101 with the CEO, here across the Spoon Network, Spoon FM 107.5. We're live on Fabric Radio 101.1 and several other frequencies across the country. Let's hear your thoughts tonight as we take on this edition of the program. Coming up shortly with the former director of Passport, Andrew Wonplo, being our guest tonight. Let's hear what your thoughts are. What is it on your mind as we set the stage to start this edition of the program tonight? There seem to be some issues here with our lines. Yeah, good evening.
But what were you doing? You talking to yourself?
No, I was making some adjustments, some technical adjustments.
I mean, you came late, man. What kind of picking this up? Why are you coming this late?
There.
So what's going on? What was going on? Have you taken calls?
Yeah, I've taken some calls. I've taken calls.
Man, Nelson.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just talk to the people. Let everybody just share the show. We want you to come out tonight and ask our guests coming on the show any question. Nelson, I'm not going to be the only person you're talking. I know Mame coming, I know all the other programs, but I want the people of Liberia, right, to ask questions. Since we are talking about the passport saga in the country. That's it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Spoon Talk. Start to share this show. Invite somebody, right? Just share the show. Share the show. It's so important There's no way. Hey, man. It means to say that nothing. If anybody apply for you to come to America, they will not give you visa.
That's a serious issue right there.
It's very serious.
You know,
it's not a joke at all. We are in a place that everybody confused like hell. But how did we get here? How did we get here? That's the question people are asking. How? People selling passport. You get a portrait and will start selling visa.
Wow.
Sekou Mohammed Sharif. How did we get here, Sekou? James Etta Wheeler Kokulo. Hey man, my sister, how did we get here? Natasha Payne. How can the people fool us? What that song? The people lie to us. What's the name of that song? That's it.
Takunji.
Oh, that Takunji, right?
The song is called The Lie.
The Lie. No, I didn't lie. I tell you the truth. I didn't lie, Nelson. You cannot say I lied, Nelson. They lied to us. Oh. Nelson, you can't do that. I didn't lie to anybody.
But considering the time the song was released, you know that song was actually for the previous administration. But it turns out that the song is
Cream said I see you for yeah. But man, I told the puppet to the water for the puppet to drink. The puppet that won't drink back. How you say I don't want to bring her yet? Heaven Solomon Subway, as our Rosalie is in their house. And Darlington Massacre, as always, you watch it. Faith Carter Walker, how did we get here, Faith? Hey, sister Faith, how did we get here? What the senator lied to us? You know what? Mama is coming, Gibson Jerry is coming, Kev Hassan will be in the house. We're gonna have a lot of people speaking today on this passport issue. I don't want to call any name yet, but I just want to ask you the question. How did we get here when our foreign policy is in trouble? It's in trouble. Sarah Besler now, she finished. They say finished. Sarah Besler Yanti, right? It's so bad that, you know, Sarah Besler, I love Sarah Besler Yanti. I love her, but she can't make it. That's what she can. No. That's it. You know what? Maybe we'll go to the phone line again. You made Sarah Besler a foreign minister, but you get half of the ministry, you give it to Sylvester Grisby. Half of the ministry you give to Sylvester Grisby. Then you go make Delon chair on foreign affairs. Yeah. So you know who Delon blaming on Nelson? Delon blaming President Boakai. Is it that President Boakai responsibility? Anybody the president sent to him, he will confirm them. So he couldn't even question Comfort Sawyer. He couldn't question the White Gray. He couldn't question PSA. Everybody that went, they don't confirm that. Antonio Wallo, he couldn't question her either. That they don't excuse her. They don't say because these people came from the executive, so therefore I will confirm them. That they don't excuse. So everybody just put in diplomatic passport, non-verbal, diplomatic passport, non-verbal. Everything is just getting out like crazy. Everything just getting out like crazy. But you know what? I blame you, Nelson.
Oh.
I blame you because you started the show late. You think that the passport is not blame you for? You scared?
Yeah, I'm looking for my own in the whole thing here. Already, they passport news making people sick in the country. A lot of people sick in the country. So, but
that's if people gonna get sick. They're gonna put restriction, Nelson. Restriction. Why are we getting restriction? Because they're lying. They're selling passport to the boyfriend and girlfriends. They're lying. Do you know that we have a problem in the European community too? Do you know that? We're going to say a lot today. We're going to say a lot today. We got the former passport director, the one that the American sanctioned, the one the government said the fire under George Manawia. Andrew Wappo is coming on. We got Andrew Wappo coming on. I believe that you posted something. Can you pull it up? Let people see it. We got Andrew Wappo coming on. And we have to jump into this thing like crazy. We have to start the show in 2 minutes. This is where we are. So Nelson, please take few calls. I want to say we will be discussing with Andrew Wappo. You know, he wrote a beautiful letter. We will go through the Senate confirmation of Antonia Wallo, Pearson, and all of them, Dwight Gray, and all of them. You know, Dwight Gray will be on close door, right? You heard Dylan say we'll revert, but they will take action and nothing. Everybody from George Manawia that were engaged, that they have allegation to sell passport, President Boakai kept them, all of them. These people have allegation of selling passport for 100,000, 50,000, 150,000. President Boakai came to power. Guess what happened? He kept them. So I don't want to hear that other argument. I really don't want to. And that's why we have Andrew Wappo here that will be able to discuss the issue and jump into this thing, ladies and gentlemen. Andrew Wappo is coming in the studio. He coming to talk. He coming to say everything he know. His letter that was written, recommendation on the same issue. Abdul Mame is coming. Gibson Jerry will be here, and Kev Ahmed Hassan. We will be having a beautiful show today. But then we're going to invite you. The 60 days, Nelson. The 60 days almost finished.
Wow.
Yeah. We leave from yellow and go to green and go to red. How the traffic light sign, how they going to do us? The allegation was on Dwight Gray and Pearson and all of them. Comfort Sawyer. Under George Manawia government, the allegation that hold them responsible. They know about selling passport. Besson got family, all of them. President Boakai came and said, no, he's not touching them. Senator DeLong. DeLong said, no, he's not touching them. He will confirm them. Let's take some calls. Let's take some calls. I mean, let everybody do this while we start the show. Give us, what time is it? Oh, 4:06. 4 more minutes, we'll start the show. I'm going to start revealing some of these passports that you have never seen before. Some of those letters that say ambassador at large. Who are those people? I want you to talk to me. When I call the ambassador at large there and put a picture up, talk to me. Tell me what you think about them and how we got here. Just to talk to me. Nelson, let's go to the phone line. Put the international line on. People who want to call my phone. No, all right, put it on. Let's go to the phone line, Nelson.
Okay, so I put your WhatsApp.
No, I want to put my number on. Why?
The other phone is down. The other
no,
WhatsApp
it's not. It was working the last time. This number. It was working yesterday.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's another number. That's another.
No, but what you be doing, so man? Don't do that. You gonna put you want everybody to kill me with calls?
So that number doesn't take a WhatsApp. It's only for.
Yeah, but let me take the call. You can tell me, man. You trying to get me in a situation here. I know your speed.
Yeah. So 0555101075 again is the number. We'll take few more calls as all is set to get the show started. So 0555101075 is the number to call tonight, and you will be live on the program 101 with the CEO. So let me see this person. Hello. Okay, we take this one. Hello. Yes, you are live. Your name and where you calling from? Yes, you are live.
Yeah, I'm Chief from Oruchuba.
Okay, let's hear you quickly.
Yeah, why is some of mine is that we hire a group of people more especially in the Cuba blood trying to illegally petition the removal of Honorary Koruba. Why? Because according to the reference saying that the Constitution gave the amendment to impinge the 10,000 voter, the implementation is default from what it's saying, but however, they're trying to get a copy of an ID, a citizen ID of a voter person, innocently getting it and
okay.
So put the ID number to prove that.
So just to wrap up now. So what's your issue? What's your point? Just go to the point, sir. So we can take another call.
My issue is that they are fighting or losing. Anybody who has that kind of mind and that kind of friend because you had different against him. It's different because you follow the proceeding.
Thank you. Hello, your name and where you call from? You're alive. Okay, so we lost that person. We take another person here. Hello, you're alive. Let's hear you.
Good evening, Chief.
Yes, sir. Good evening. Go ahead.
I'm Francisco Macra. I do join you from the Central Circle of Morocco.
Let's hear you.
Yeah, what on my mind this evening is concerning about the police. I'm appealing to Gregory Coburn. Please, let the policeman know their functions in the traffic. They're really getting the tricycle, hatter, and the motorcyclists, even those that are running Dwara Carway Junction. Police, the way the police doing things is not fair, my brother.
Thank you.
So my appealing to Gregory Coburn, let him talk to his boys.
Thank you. Now, boys,
that's not what you right there. Andrew, can you hear us? Can you let me unmute you? Can you unmute? Can you hear me?
I'm hearing well, Stanton.
Good. I'm just trying to check it. Are you using another device?
I'm using my phone.
Okay, so I got somebody coming in from someone else. Who is that?
I thought you know who the person is.
Okay, so Andrew, let's take a few calls. We're so happy to have you, my man. A lot to discuss today. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll take a few calls. We have Mr. Andrew Wonplo. Mr. Andrew Wonplo, Minister Andrew Wonplo is here. We'll be discussing an issue that is of immediate concern to our republic. Immediate concern. We got a lot of information that we'll be sharing with you today. You know what, Nelson? Take down the number, or maybe we can take about 5 or 7 calls. All right. Then we will get into the show. So just continue. Let's take 5 more calls.
Okay. So caller number 1. Hello, you are live. Let's hear you. You're live on the show. Yeah, go ahead. You're live. Let's hear you quickly.
My name is Hilton Starks, and I'm full in from Albany, New York, USA.
Yeah, go ahead. What's your take?
Basically, my attention has been drawn to the betrayed interest of promise that were made by President Joseph Boakai in terms of prosecution. Today, we can hold liable President Boakai and former President Weah for the pending visa restriction on Liberia. We have Deputy Minister Joro, who was actively involved into the sales of diplomatic passports to foreign nationals. An investigation report established that, and President Boakai had all of those findings on his desk. He ignored them, and he later rewarded them.
Thank you.
Disagreed with another deputy minister position in his government.
Thank you.
So the United Party should stop the blame game, and they should be held liable. The citizens should be held liable.
Yeah, thank you. Let's leave you there and take another person. 0555-101075. This person from here.
Let's take this person. Your name and where you joining us from?
My name is Mandela.
Can you please speak louder into the phone, please?
My name is Mandela Kukwe.
Mandela, talk to us. You live on 101 with the CEO.
My concern has to do with the passport issue.
Yeah.
Visa restriction.
Correct.
If you are Liberian with a green card in Liberia, it has no effect on you if you are way back to America.
Well, I don't know. We have Andrew Wonplo that works in our department. He will discuss that. So we'll take that question down, okay? And then he will answer that question. Thank you very much, my brother, for calling the show. Folks, you need to share the show. We have a great show coming to you. We will be reaching out to so many people that work in this department before, and you will hear from them. How serious is this for Liberia? How serious it is? We really want to know the seriousness involved. Don't take it for a joke. Some of you guys were scheduled to go for your interview. Some of you were scheduled to start your process. You know, you have applied, coming to America. But here we are. Here we are. So many reasons why America right now, the government is saying, we're probably going to put restriction on Liberia. I'm talking about Liberia only because of Liberia I know. I'm not talking about any other country. We're probably going to put restriction on Liberia. Why? What are some of our shortfalls? What are some of our mistakes? What have we done? What is so serious that they look at all the other countries and they put small country like Liberia on that list? What have we done? I mean, is that another lie? Some politician coming again to lie to us? What's going on here? What have we done? I don't know who Ebenezer Zamandi. I really don't know who you are. If you can reach out, we will have to permanently block you from interrupting our studio. So we'll give you a chance that you got to reach out to us. I don't know why you're trying to come in studio. Nelson, did you share the link with anyone?
No, not at all.
Okay. So guys, my friend, you are not to come in studio. We're begging you. So then we have it. And the question remains, why? All through the confirmation hearing, we heard from the Foreign Service Department, the loan, we will address the issue. Vlad, give me the long picture. Give me the long picture, please. Give me the co-chair on Foreign Service too, that person picture too. I mean, our country just went into a joker mood. Mommy asked some pointed question. And just for you to understand that everybody have taken their eyes off the ball and nothing is happening. As of today, the allegation that people are still selling passports. As of today, the government cannot account for that continual flow of passport that came into the country. As of today, group that involved in terroristic activities still holding Liberian people passport. Brother Andre, it's good to have you, man. Thank you very much for taking out your time just to come on Spoon Talk tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, your questions, your comments, very, very important. How did we get here? I mean, what was the problem? I don't mind people coming to Spain, you know. They got spinners out there because, you know, they got to hustle. Don't tell me about George Panawia. Madam Sally did it in her government. George Panawia did it in his government. But here we are. What have we done to prevent it? What have we done to correct it? What have we done as Unity Party Rescue to fix this? But the only thing I can remember, President Boakai kept the word great. President Boakai kept piercing. President Boakai kept Atono Wallow. President Boakai kept Comfort Sawyer. President Boakai hanging around with Sylvester Graceby. We would name all of them. We'll show the picture too. Today is Sunday. May the Lord watch between me and thee. As we set the record straight tonight. My brother, I will call you Wisdom King, but I know you Andrew Wonplo. Thank you for joining us. Kev Hassan, thanks for coming. Mame is coming, and that of Gibson Joro. We're going to have a very, very straightforward show today. Nelson, just be uploading everything I say. Also upload those names. Let's put them up. We got video. Promises were made. They have broken the promises. Senators lied. The executive lying. Ambassador Alage, Ambassador Alage, Ambassador Alage, so game. How can you put an ambassador pro bono? They say they're using their own money to travel. No, they're using their own money to go hustle with that title that they are Ambassador Alage. They are using their own money to go hustle. Don't believe that. You give the man a pass, a credential to go steal, and you call them Ambassador Alage. Amen. My brother, welcome to the show that officially bring you in now. We are starting the show 418-818 Liberia. Ladies and gentlemen, share the show. Invite somebody. I'm a Freeman. I love seeing you on the show. For every good, it's also good to see you. Lawmaker, that's your name. Elizabeth, you know your name is her. Solomon Johnson, Kasik Kaple. Again, Edith Sandako, Salary Sapo. It's also good to see you. Avapa Duke, Ahmed Freeman. As always, Gouda Morse, you in the house, my brother Gouda. We have to set the record straight. You say your own, I say my own. The Liberian people decide. Because you know why? Our country is proceeding wrongly right now. Very, very bad. The president have to speak. The foreign minister have to speak. They have to address this issue, because I can tell you this issue is one of the worst thing ever. $5 million. $5 million were put in the budget for Liberia to have a non-permanent seat at the UN. Under who? Louis Brown. They gave Louis Brown $5 million. Can you imagine? Man, brother, Wonplo, talk to us. Welcome to the show. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm here.
Welcome to the show, my brother. To have the intro, it's good to see. It's good to see Kev Hassan. While the others will be joining us shortly.
Thank you very much, CEO. Good evening to the people of Liberia. Good evening to our listeners. Good evening to all those that took up the time to make sure that they listen to this program. I'm very sure that will be a fascinating one. We are here to provide information relating to passports and occurrence of the past that lead to what we find ourselves in today. And so, I mean, it's just all about Liberia. We are here to discuss Liberia. All participate to discuss Liberia. Thank you very much.
I'm wondering why you're using Wisdom King. Why you're not using it? Is that your name? You changed your name?
This Wisdom King name, I mean, it's actually important for today because, I mean, you know, I nearly lost my life, my man. Take account of the auditors and other people that we lost in Liberia. So it was an opportunity that I had to leave the country. And so it was a wisdom. So I'm the king of wisdom. That's all.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. It's good to have you on. We've been joined by Abula Mame. Nelson Kula is producing. Kev, before we go to my brother, Wisdom King, Andrew Wapo, welcome to the show, Kev Hassan.
Well, thank you, Stanton. And it's great to be on. I would like to hear from Wisdom King, if I would say, I think that his new name, right? But it's interesting for us to talk about the passport situation for this in Liberia and towards especially the visa restriction. But the visa restriction is not only on passports. I know folks want to just pin it on passport, but it's not only on passport. It's actually on several things that are going on with this government and issues that are going on. So the visa restriction is cover a whole lot. So I don't think we should just pin it up on just the passport issue. There's a lot of things going on in this government that shows that this insecurity stuff that going on. Liberia is a dangerous place.
Thank you. Let's make that an intro, Kev. Let's just get everybody the chance. Then we'll come back. I beg you. Let me give 1 minute to Mame. Mame, your 1 minute. Talk to us.
Yeah, it's good to be here to talk about it. We predicted in the past that if President Boakai did not investigate, expose those who were behind the sale of passport, and correct the system and reform the system to assure other countries that what was happening in the past will no longer happen today, it will affect Liberia and affect ordinary citizens. We are currently at the checkpoint where we are giving yellow light, even though not officially communicated to the country, but circulated international media, that we honor the yellow line to be able to prove that our system has improved. The US government, the report identified the specific issues. It said issuance of passport, the security around the issuance of passport to people and to people who are designated already by the US government. It's clear, it's written in black and white. We'll stick to that.
Thank you, Mame. Welcome to the show, Brother Gibson. Thank you for joining us. Let's give you 1 minute before we post a question to the guest for tonight. Andrew Wonplo is our guest for tonight. Gibson, talk to us. Welcome.
Thank you, brother. Good evening, everyone. And good evening, Andrew. The question that I want to ask tonight is, Boakai has 60 days to make good and certify the concerns of the United States government. What he has not done in 1 year and 3 months, can he achieve that in 60 days? Can Boakai muster the courage what he has failed to do in 1 year and 3 months, promoting people who were on investigation already for passport issues and giving them more power instead of doubling down on investigation and putting them behind bars? Can he do in 60 days what he has failed to do in 1 year and 3 months?
Thank you very much. Again, we're going to start the show right now, folks. Share the show, invite somebody right now, Build Council. Go on Facebook and share. Go on YouTube and share. I'm happy to be in the midst of this great gentleman. You are welcome. And a female out there want to contribute, you are welcome. On Sunday is 101, but I'm also happy to share the platform with Kev Hassan, Mame, Brother Gibson, Joro. Let's come to you. Why are we here, Andrew Wonplo? Why are we here? What's the problem? What led us to the situation we find ourselves in today?
Thank you very much, Stanton. Before I can go further, I will actually appreciate if you could allow the public to have a knowledge of the communication that was sent to President Joseph Newman Boakai upon his election as President of the Republic of Liberia and the United States government as well. There were two separate communications. Now, Casey asked a very brilliant question tonight. Casey?
Yeah.
Wait. There is nothing called 60 days right now as we speak. We don't have 60 days. Liberia as a country don't have 60 days. We don't have 60 days. The 60 days, the check of the 60 days started months back. And so I'm afraid. And that's what I'm here. These things were flagged. These things were introduced. We knew the security risks attached to passport. We understood these things. I took 1 year, Gibson. When this whole passport episode started, I took 1 year without speaking to the press. Not because I couldn't speak, Not because I didn't know what was going on, but I knew the implication. And as director of passport, if I were to come out to start to talk, I knew where we were going to take Liberia. But our foes, our oppressed, I was hit in all forms and minor. And so at the end of it, I had to talk. When I started to speak, they were after my life. Today, this is Liberia. The fear we had have given birth. I listened to my man. Dylan was in studio. He flagged these things. They don't promise to handle them. I don't know the definition for the word handle when it comes to the way the law related to it. But it was handled. And because it was handled, Liberia is here today. And so it's not just about Andrew Wonplo. It is about our country, Liberia. People felt that Wonplo was much defiant. Wonplo did not want to subscribe to whatever thing they wanted Wonplo to do. And so they actually wanted to make sure that Wonplo died. Either physically or by character. They wanted to make sure that they killed Wonplo. And so all the negative things were placed in the media on Wonplo's name. Communications were sent to different countries on Wonplo's name just to ensure that the worst happened to Wonplo. But mind you, as you send those communication and the communication went and the people started to act on Wonplo, they were also making the plans to act on Liberia. It wasn't just about Wonplo. It was about Liberia. It was about the Liberian people. Today, the person to suffer is not just Wonplo. We are discussing Liberia right now. When I spoke to Central last night, I left him, I shed tears. Because I know what I faced. I know what I went through to prevent this. But the actors were focused. And their focus was to damage me. Here we are. You want to damage little Wonplo. If hunter and farmer's son, and you damage the Republic of Liberia. Stanton, let's think of it. I beg. Let the Liberian people get to know what I sent out when President Boakai won election. I communicated with him. I went beyond that. After I spoke to him, I went beyond that. I wrote him personally. Let the Liberian people get to know what I put in that communication. Let them know what I sent to the Americans, what I told the Americans, the challenge that I sent to the Americans. Let the Liberian people get to know that. So they will picture it from the point that I want to make myself, I want to print myself white today. I want to make myself a white rooster. No. I'm not speaking today because we reached this point. I'm speaking today because he has cast. I started speaking years back. Follow the story on the CDC radio station, True FM, Israel Ball, CA. Go to a podcast. You hear me talking. This is not good for Liberia. If I start to talk, it will be a problem on Liberia. So I have to relax myself. I'm taking my time. People used to come and say, you know what's going on. That's why you don't want to talk. No, not that I don't know. Not that I didn't know how to talk. I could talk. But the aftermath was not just about me talking. It was about my country that I so dearly love. And so I have to take my time. To be a professional person, it must be shown from your approach. I work with passport session. I held the interview for 9 years. I understand what passport means. I have gone out of Liberia on different occasions, attending to passport issues. I'm one of the person who make up the AU passport. And so I know what I'm saying. I know when they say passport, I know what it means when they say passport. So I know the security implication attached to passport. And so it was against that I decided to take my time to address these issues. To the extent that we went to court, I won the case in court. But yes, still, these people were not comfortable. They were not satisfied. They still wanted to get rid of this Wonplo. They don't have any part of the communication. When I won the case in court, we wrote the foreign ministry. The court requested the foreign ministry to have me reinstated and restore my rights. Are they restore my rights? No. As I speak right now, because of the document I have in my phone, my 2 phones are yet to be given to me. My computer is still with the NSA, my phones are still with the NSA, my team, my wedding band, my shoes, everything still with the NSA. Why? When I won a case, I went to NSA to receive my items. They gave me my vehicle and told me that the security advisor to President Imposter Jefferson Camo have gone there to receive those things on an instruction. Who instruction? I called Jefferson Camo and said, Basel, when you get to Liberia, you get back to me. Jefferson Camo did not get back to me until people started hunting me. I had to leave Liberia. I do not have any issue to discuss with Jefferson Camo. Jefferson Camo did not take anything from me. It is the NSA that are in possession of those things. They got my phone. They felt that taking my phone to get me short of information, to get me short of evidences, but they are in error. They are in serious error. So let's give all the panelists the chance to talk about it.
Yeah. So let me go. Thank you, Andrew. It's good having you on. We're going to ask you a question. A lot of Liberians want to hear from you. They want to ask you a question likewise. It looked like you hit his stuff up. We're going to put what you wrote to the American and the Liberian government. We're going to put it up. Andrew is coming back. Let me go in real quick on this one, guys. This is going to be a big program tonight. A lot of stuff going to be coming out of Andrew. A lot of information that brought us to this level. Andrew is coming back. Let me just bring him on real quick. Then we go. All right, Andrew, can you hear us now? Are we okay yet?
Yes, I'm good.
Andrew, let me ask you. The whole thing started, you said keeping and pushing on the NSA, they got your stuff. Andrew, if you can, I'm going to put your letter up. But before I even start to ask questions on the document that you wrote to President Boakai and the American, the Liberian people need to see this. We're going to zoom on in this. You wrote this to His Excellency Joseph Yeman Boakai. This is the second page of that document. You signed it. We will talk about this document. You have other information from the code and every other thing. We will speak to it. But let me ask you my question.
Well.
Huh?
Okay.
What you say?
Okay, I'm getting you now.
Can you hear me now?
I'm hearing you now.
Okay, no, I'm saying, let me ask you my question, Andrew. How did we get here, Andrew? You were serving as passport director. What went wrong?
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear us now?
Okay, I'm hearing you now. Ask the question. I didn't get the question at all.
How did we get here with this passport issue, Andrew? That honor President Boakai, United States saying that they will put visa restriction. How did we get here? Briefly, let us know.
Okay, Stephen, we got here when we started being dishonest as a country or actors within the country. We got here when we started seeking personal glory, forgetting about the country's image. We got here when we refused to act timely. We got here when we felt that there were people that were talking and what they were saying were nonsense. And so they were not good enough to be listened to. We got here when people in political positions, working in government, felt that it should be only them and not the country. It was the time that we got here. What do I mean? Second, the issue of diplomatic passport. Let me tell you something today. It's difficult to cut it off. To cut it off, you have to change the mindset, or people at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs have to change their mindsets. You can carry Jesus Christ to be passport director today. Once the major actors in government decide to continue the scandal, that Jesus Christ that is passport director will carry bad name. It is simple. The communication comes from upstairs. They say, do as requested, approve, issue one diplomatic passport. The signature there, you are the director of passport. The Minister of Foreign Affairs say issue one diplomatic passport. The President office say issue one diplomatic passport. The Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs approve issuance of one diplomatic passport. Stanton Waterspoon, you are sitting in your office as director of passport. Who are you to say you are not issuing the passport? Tell me. And so these people, they have the cartel set.
Wow, he went off. I really wanted him to be specific to tell us
we will come there.
process.
Will come there because he listen, guys, you gotta enjoy the show. We gotta ask for another hour maybe because we're hearing nothing yet. Okay, Andrew is coming back. This is fun. Okay, just sit back, get your popcorn and your Kool-Aid, and chill. Let's have a good listen. Andrew is coming and he will talk because he gotta talk. This is Liberia. Andrew, Flo, you are in flat and your internet went off. Go ahead.
Okay. Am I good now, Stephen?
Yes, sir, you are.
Okay. And so we Liberians, we have to change our mindsets. We have to understand exactly what the implications are. Until we can do that, we can never crush this issue of the passport. Never. Right now, we are discussing diplomatic passport. But let's go beyond diplomatic passport. Let's discuss the citizenship, the ordinary passport. How do we curve down on some of those major things that occur in the passport section that we started to fight? Like for instance,
Andrew, I beg you, let's keep it on diplomatic. We'll go to the other one, all right? We got so many stuff. Let's keep it on this point.
Right now, the US government said passports. They did not limit the word passport. They didn't specify the grade of passport. Passport has 4 grades: official, diplomatic, service, and ordinary. Now they said passports. You won't understand something, Stanton. The diplomatic passport is not citizenship document. The most cardinal passport to be discussed here is the ordinary passport. And we just pressing on diplomatic because of the immunity that attached to diplomatic passport. Stanton, there are a lot of things that are happening behind the scene. The issue of passport is a very cardinal issue. And so, as I said, we need to change our mindset. because we got here with people that are to act, they not act. Who are those people? When His Excellency President Joseph Numa Boakai took office, I communicated with him. I told him exactly. Until now, Senator, I stand ready anytime to provide support to whatever means the government of Liberia will design or put in place to curb on this ugly act related to passport. Because it is not about me. I'm aging. I'm discussing my children's future. I'm discussing my children's future. Where are we tomorrow? After us, where is Liberia? These are questions we should be asking ourselves when we are given positions in government.
Ask you my second question, Andrew. Allow me to ask you my second question because the guys want to come in. You're saying cartel. You're saying people. You're saying individual. Everything surrounding the foreign ministry. You are quoting the system of cartel operating system. There you go. All right, so Andrew will be back again. Mommy, where I was going to Kev Hassan and Joro, so you to start quoting name. I saw if some of those same players stay existing today. Because then there goes our situation. There goes our trouble. If they were there under President George Banawea, had they stayed there today, the Liberian people want to know, then we can move in the direction as to who's who. Did Joseph Numa Boakai, did he know that he was reappointing these people, keeping them there, and the allegation that they stole the Liberian passport? But he says something which is important, though. He says it's not only a diplomatic passport. It's an ordinary passport that shows your citizenship. The one that terrorists will love to carry very fast and say, I'm a citizen of Liberia, and I can apply to go in any country, but not know they're from another country. I see that Andrew is coming back. Let's give him a few seconds. Let me hear from you. 30 seconds. We'll do quick 30 seconds while Andrew connect again. I see that he's coming back. Kev Hassan, real quick.
Stanton, I wanted Andrew to finish because I have a specific question for him. Listen to him. I just want to hold on right now, and I don't want to give it out. I want him to finish. I hope he's in the back so he can come on and let him finish. As for now.
All right, thank you very much. Andrew is here. There you go, Andrew. You're back on. Can you hear us?
Oh, God. Hello, Stanton.
We can hear you loud and clear.
Sure, I'm going to the studio, man.
No.
I don't know why. You guys fucking broke on.
Yeah, but let him manage it, Andrew. Let him manage it. Can you hear me?
Oh, for me, when he comes on Stanton, he keep talking about cartel, the way the passport can come, it can be. I just want him to just explain to us the process, where it comes from, the different stages it goes through before it gets in the hand of the individual. Let know all the actors along that chain. That's why I want him to be specific. It comes to the office, it goes to the office, it gets to the other office, it gets to me, I approve it, it gets to the person before it gets to the quote-unquote diplomat hand. I want him to lay all that process to us, so we can begin to identify now.
Yeah, to ask him a question.
Yeah, I mean, I want him because getting. Do you know the different?
I agree.
You don't know. So that know them and begin to identify them who's sitting in the positions now and who were there before.
Andrew,
I don't know why I keep disconnecting.
Because if somebody call you, they will kick you off. If you on your cell phone, they call you. That's why you use the computer. But if you're using your cell phone, any call come in, they will kick you off.
The phone I'm using, they are not calling the phone. The phone I'm using, they're not calling the phone. No one calling the phone. The number is screen. They don't have it.
Okay.
Don't have it.
So while you try to connect, we can still talk to you like this, but try to connect again, okay? If you want to connect by your laptop, that would be good. But Mike, is that okay? Can you try to connect, but while we still talk to you on the phone?
Yeah, let me do it like this.
All right, let me ask you.
For us.
Yeah, well, we're gonna do this, Andrew. Just try to connect from your laptop or so. Let me ask you a question, Andrew. You still saying cartel? Who are those people that you met there, work along with you, and they are still there today that fall under the cartel operation of this passport issue?
This guy. Let me tell you something, Stanley. There is nobody that was in the Georgia government that was of the hurricane that is also the war cartel. Nobody. Absolutely nobody.
Yeah, but Andrew, you're good right there. Do not unmute yourself. Do not unmute yourself. Don't unmute yourself. Just let it be. But Andrew, do me a favor. Go on your device. Go on your device and mute yourself. Go on the phone and mute your volume.
I'm muted already. I'm muted.
Hello?
I'm muted already.
Did you mute? Then mute yourself on the cell phone. Mute yourself on the cell phone. Let's see. Hello? All right, let's see. You will come through now. Okay, guys, 1 minute. We're trying to make this different connection here.
Am I?
Andrew, you good now? Can you hear us?
Okay, yes, I'm hearing you as well.
Okay, thank you. Let's leave it like that. You're pretty good. Andrew, the folks, a lot of people joining us, they are listening to you, Andrew. Who are those at the ministry today were involved in selling passport? The allegation that they were involved in selling passport. Who are those, Andrew? That they're currently?
Stanton, we think it has a very long way to go. I just set the pace for you. Honestly, I said all those in the community of affairs are. I won't be announcing the time where I will find myself before the jurisdiction, and I will be making these statements, and there will be evidences displayed. There will be evidences displayed when I'm saying. I don't want to say things here right now, like I just told you, all those are in the authority of Georgia government were part of the cartel. All when I think that they were not part of the cartel, they will come and challenge you here. Then tell me about the government. Let's hear that.
So let me ask you my last question. I'll bring the guys on. Let me ask you my last question for this round. Again, I'm not going to force you to answer any question that you're not comfortable of answering. But the Liberian people, our audience, need to hear you and hear the truth. While you are acting as passport director, you work alongside with the former NSA director, PSA. Am I correct?
Say?
While you were working as passport director under George Manawia, you have any working relationship with PSA, the former NSA director who is now the passport director?
I don't know. To say we have working relationship will be relative, because before even serving as passport director, when I was serving as head of the interview room, I was working with NSA as well in Liberia National Police. As head of the interview room, all those Liberians applying for Liberian passport that were caught in the process were either turned over to NSA or the Liberia National Police. The records are very repeat. go to Liberia National Police, go to NSA. I'm on of non-Liberians over there.
Andrew, let me ask my question. Let me ask my question again, Andrew. If anyone
I want to be very specific about it. The relationship we had was a professional relationship. The relationship we had was a working relationship where the entity I work with and my function needed to liaise with them after a non-Liberian is caught to further the investigation. That was the relationship we had. Nothing personal above that. PSC can never tell you that one day we sat at the table to drink water together before I said beer. Or the two of us attended one party together. So I want to say, when relationship is positive, we have professional relationship. And I mean, I was not even liaising with PSC directly. I was liaising with Sam Sion.
Exactly. So that's the name I was going to. You liaise with Sam Sion. Sam Sion boss for PSC. If someone apply for diplomatic passport and you receive a non-verbal and you have to do a clearance background check, do you go to NSA? Who gave the final clearance?
There's a committee set up to vet honorary councils and council generals. The committee, you have the national security, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, NSA, immigration. They are the one, and the Ministry of State. They are the one on the committee. And so the committee go to work, vet whosoever person it may be. After the vetting process, the communication is sent. The communication is done by the Minister of Foreign Affairs, playing the secretarial role. And so what happens is that the secretary of the committee, who is the Minister of Foreign Affairs, has significant right to the commission, as well as the President of the Republic of Liberia. And so if you like, I can share with you one of the commissions, especially for the one of the guy that I can say got us here today, Ojo. You will see on that commission, Western African Senator is there as Minister of Foreign Affairs, and George Weah Senator is there as President of the Republic of Liberia.
Send a communication.
And so the commission that is issued to the Honorary Council is signed by two persons. Let me be definite about it. It's signed by two persons. After the committee does the vetting and completed, the commission printed for the person. That commission is signed by the President of the Republic of Liberia and the Minister of Foreign Affairs. I have evidence. Anyone deny it, let me know. I will send you commissions.
I'll tell you guys, we got to move on. Please send a communication. Yeah, we got to move on. And I know you're managing with the internet. Thank you, Andrew. I'm going to bring the guys in real quick. What was your involvement with Dewey Gray at the Foreign Ministry? My last question. On this passport situation, how did Dewey Gray got involved in the passport allegation?
Stand on. You cannot be discussing diplomatic passport and you rule out the name of the Deputy Minister for Legal Affairs. Your discussion will not be accurate because the communication is sent to the Minister of Foreign Affairs. The office of the Minister of Foreign Affairs will attention the communication to the office of the Deputy Minister for Legal Affairs. The Deputy Minister for Legal Affairs, with her legal expertise, will legally act on an application instructing the Director of Passport and Visas to issue the passport. And so they are changed. If there is not a signature of the Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs, it should be the Minister of Foreign Affairs. The Deputy Minister of Legal Affairs must sign, the Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs must sign, or the Minister of Foreign Affairs must sign. These two signatories, any of them can pass. Because the Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs most often will act in the place of the Minister of Foreign Affairs when the Minister of Foreign Affairs makes travel. And so the Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs has signature right. Then the untouchable and unstoppable is the request of the Chief Executive. Of course, the Chief Executive most often will not affix the signature application. So he will always give instruction. Foreign Minister, Deputy Minister of Legal Affairs.
One point I gotta go because the guys gotta come in. Who was the Deputy Minister for Foreign Affairs while you were serving as Passport Director?
There were several Deputy Ministers of Foreign Affairs. You have Tony.
The one responsible to
sign Deputy Minister of Foreign.
The one responsible to sign the passport.
Most often, what they used to do is that do the turning of Boakai and Disproving the passport when Boakai is out of the country. Both of the diplomatic passports were attention directly to Disproving's office. They were not sending it to the Deputy Minister office. They were sending it straight to Disproving's office in the absence of Boakai.
Thank you
on ground, and she and she needed to handle the issue legally.
You answer my
question.
Most
often.
Thank you very much. You answer my question. Thank you. I'm going to move around the table very quick.
Let me bring this to your mind. Let me bring this to your mind quickly. The reason why you see.
Andrew, can you pick up, if you hear me, pick up your cell phone while you're on? We can still use your cell phone, which is much better.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead, Andrew.
Okay, start on. So just give you an evidence that there was an attack on the name Andrew Wonplo, the Minister of Foreign Affairs. Professionally, as CEO of Spoon, if Nelson Colette was given a task and he made a report to you, and you have problem with the report, and something come out against Nelson Colette, and the people went to Spoon to ask you questions, will you tell the people that they should include the report that Nelson Colette sent to you that you are not satisfied with in the investigation? Okay, I asked you this question to just clear this. When they went to my house, first day they came for me on Sunday morning. They arrested me Sunday morning. Monday, 8 o'clock in the morning, second. I still stand ready to learn this one. Which court opens 8 o'clock in the morning in Liberia?
Thank you.
8 o'clock in the morning,
I got the letters.
Please, I beg. I want to get to it.
Okay, go ahead.
I want to get to it.
Go ahead.
I'll be very fast. I'll be very speedy. I beg. There was no court open 8 o'clock in the morning, but 8 o'clock in the morning there was grade of search and seizure to go to my house and search my house because they arrested me without evidence. All they wanted was to get me out because the passport that they brought were passed in the office that I refused to put in the system because they were smoking in the country where they wanted to bring down that Monday morning. So they arrested me on Sunday. 8 o'clock they were doing a search and seizure for me. They took me, they went to my house, they searched my house. They found all passports in my working bed. They found all birth certificates in my working bed. They found one laptop in my working bed, office laptop. They took it. They moved with it at the NSA. NSA did not charge me. NSA tell me what the Liberia National Police with exhibits. They exhibit the laptop, the birth certificate, and the old passports. The police went to verify the old passport. When the police went to verify the old passport, all the passports were legit. They told the police, no, even though the passport are legit, but this many questions made a report of 4,000 passports And we realized that the report that he made, he did not apply for 4 passports. The report that I made to you as your subordinate. If you have problem with the report, why do you discuss the report with me? People want to verify passport. Then you say, okay, even though you put the
thank you, so Andrew, Andrew Wonplo, let me make progress. I got the code document. We're going to display it. I want to give the rest of the guys chance to ask the question, please. Kev Hassan, you got 2 questions. Gibson, Jerry, and Abula Mame. Kev, you go.
Can Andrew hear me clear? Okay, Andrew. Let me ask you a quick question. Why were you sanctioned?
Please do elaborate.
Yeah, why were you sanctioned?
Okay. The information came from the Liberia government. As I said, the aim was to make sure that they get rid of me. They requested for, if you follow the acting minister of foreign affairs, Henry Famole, or even the communication, the document, if you I can share with you, you'll see the American embassy wrote the minister of foreign affairs stating that based on our communication this evening, we have reached an agreement, and it was to be in the public space. So the decision that led to me being sanctioned and the reasons that led to me being sanctioned came from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. From the authority on the Ministry of Foreign Affairs requesting the U.S. government to provide their assistance. That's what they did. I will send you copy. All of these things I've said to you, I will send you copy. I will send you copy of the communication. You will see the letter I was ready to formulate from the U.S. Embassy. Now, they made the guys to understand that it was me that were issuing diplomatic passport. And today I still challenge them to show one diplomatic passport that I issued without their involvement.
Okay, Stanton, please. My second question, and I do have a follow-up and quick. Are you saying that the U.S. embassy were ill-advised in having you a sanction?
Jeff, for the very first day the sanction was placed on me until today, I still maintain that the U.S. government was misinformed and the U.S. government did not balance the information. They did not provide me due diligence and they took decision against me. The decision was done on a friendly note.
Okay.
That's what I said, and I'm not that.
Let me do a follow-up. Do you know anybody? Yeah, okay. Do you know anybody working in your office named Jimmy? Where you are passport director. Do you know anybody named Jimmy? Jimmy.
There was no Jimmy working in my office. No Jimmy. No Jimmy was passport officer.
You ever did any business with an individual from Dubai named Rasul Dasso?
Kev, you gotta speak up. You know the man on the phone.
Yeah, speak up. Rasul Dasso. You ever any business have a passport? Anybody from Dubai named Rasul Dasso that you did business with on passport?
Rasul Dasso to appear before me.
Huh?
I said no, and I'm not just saying no. I sent a challenge out.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Gibson, Jerry, let's bring you in. Gibson, let's bring you in.
Hey, Wonplo, how you doing there? This is Gibson Joro. I got 2 questions here, if you allow me. I'm not going to go to the diplomatic passport because when you were explaining earlier, you said one of the major problems at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs has to do with the ordinary passport. It is the ordinary passport that people claim to be citizens. So the ordinary passport is directly under your purview as the passport director. Do you know how these passports were sold? Is there anybody in the ministry that gave you directive to sell this passport since in fact you were accused before? How do you make a decision on the ordinary passport that they went out in a scandalous way?
Okay, Gibson. A fight against fraud at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, especially the Bureau of Passport and Visas, started years back. When you listen to me, you ask me, Stephen asked me how we got there. I said insincerity. Insincerity was one of the reasons. It will be astonishing for you to know, Casey, that people at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs can forge people's signature and put the passports into the system. What I first want to bring to you here is that the director of passport is not under obligation to see all the passport applicants. No. There are people that are charged with the responsibility of conducting interviews. Those interviewers, they have discretional power. And so if an interviewer signs a form and the form gets into the system, that form is likely to obtain the passport, ordinary passport. That's the setup. Now, when I observe, there are things that happen that I observe, and I must speak to it. I'm going to be very factual with you here, Gibson, that there are leakages. Now, you have people recycling forms. There's a story when I left the passport session, the government did not raise it because they didn't want to give me the passport. One Thompson Rouge passport. The form of recycle. I'm using that as an example. For example, Gibson Joro came to do a passport. You sign a form for Gibson Joro. Jesse Joro, they did the passport and you finish. They will come and take the form. That's the bit of sincerity I'm talking about. They will take the form and give Jesse Joro middle name and say Jesse, Joro. This Jesse, Joro is no longer Jesse Joro. That's a different name. So with the biometric system, once you attempt to change 3 of the textual information, the system will permit it. So if I change for Gibson Joro, I change the name of Gibson Joro, and I put I change the date of birth. I change the date of birth and change any other security feature, the system will let it go. Mind you, the passport system does 2 verifications. Textual verification, which is the information. Then you have face verification, which is the fingerprints. So if I were to change Jesse Joro form information and the fingerprint different, the system will permit it to pass through the system. I got to know that, I cracked down on that. I did not stop at Joro. I have covered the communication. I wrote the Minister of Foreign Affairs through Councilor Disproving to initiate requesting that we should have stamps for all the interviewers so that they will not get me affixing the signature to the form, the application form, to avoid forgery, because my deputy signature was forged on 2-3 occasions that I also tracked in the system. So I requested for them to have stamps, and the stamps will be coded and customized per interviewer. Then the vetting officers are also requested that they should have stamps that if the form is vetted, it will be stamped initial, vetted, complete, so that the form will not be recycled into the system. That was the mechanism that I put in place to carry on that.
Thank you.
So to tell you that nothing of that happened, I'll be a liar because before I got to know that, something happened. What happened, I don't know. But for the fact there were incidences that I saw before I took the decision, it means that something happened.
Thank you very much, Andrew. Can you get a second question?
So let me ask this question here. I know you said every official in Joshua government are sinners. Nobody there is not.
No, I didn't say so. I didn't say so.
I'm just using the word sinner because you said everyone in Joshua government are a cartel, are in a cartel.
No, I said at the foreign ministry are very specific. I said all those that were in the American and the beginning of foreign affairs about the cartel.
He kept it at the foreign ministry.
Okay, so let's take it at the foreign ministry. Brother Wonplo, tell us, is there any sin that you committed at the foreign ministry as a director?
Except you want to know one that you can share with the Joro.
I'm just asking you your question. Tell the Liberian people whether you did anything that was wrong that you regretted.
I can't remember committing sin. So the only sin I committed was to refuse to allow the people to do what they wanted me to do.
Okay.
And the only sin I committed because I did not agree to my bosses for them to put me into what they wanted to put me in. I think that's the sin I committed. Anyone that I we know it, they share with me.
Did you sign any passport or did you authorize any passport that was belonging to an alien, a foreigner, that you know if you were today, you would not have signed that? Those kind of stuff.
Okay, guess it. Then the question, you have to be specific about the question. Because
I don't know
my passport. Hello, let me come to you. The term my passport is a book of honor. It is issued at the district.
Let him finish. You know we'll break it up. You can still come in. Let me finish.
Go ahead. All right. Go ahead.
Yeah, Gibson, the diplomatic passport is issued to any national. It's a book of honor. It is issued at the discretion of the President of the Republic of Liberia. It's not a citizenship document. And so, on our laws, non-Negro descent do not have right to citizenship. But if Jesse Joro was an honorable member representing Nigeria County and married a British woman, that woman will have right to the Liberian passport because of you being a senator or a representative. So that honor is given to her. And so if your question is in that direction, as to whether it was an honorary council passport application that was sent to me and I signed, the answer will be big yes, Joro.
Okay, so let's say the question I was asking.
If the question is, I come in. If the question is from the angle where you are asking me, Andrew Wonplo sitting as director of passport or head of income bill, deliberately signed an application form for a non-Liberian to obtain Liberian ordinary passport. The answer is no.
All right, get some finish up now. Let's go to Mame.
Yeah, let me go ahead.
Thank you. Mame, your questions.
Senator, I'm on?
Yes, you're live. Talk to us.
Okay. Wonplo, I want you to say this. The allegation against you is that you, outside of the process, awarded diplomatic passport to people, including this man whose situation now got us here. He said you unilaterally bypassed the process and awarded diplomatic passport. My question to you is, do you have any evidence to prove that the diplomatic passport you issued, you were authorized to do it? That's one. The second B to that is, did you receive any request to bypass the process and issue any other passport from higher up? Whether you agree or you disagree, or a practice where they will come to you and say, okay, issue this passport, diplomatic passport or ordinary passport, and whether you refuse or you accept it outside the process. So that's 2 into 1.
Mami, thank you very much, brother. I want you to understand it is not my right to issue diplomatic passport to anybody without a written communication. Extent of my understanding of the Passport Bureau and the role that I play in Africa, not just Liberia, I could not have done that. Now, this guy in question, the Ojo guy that we are talking about here, I don't know what's the possibility that Andrew Wonplo will issue diplomatic passport to Ojo or issue Honorary Council status to Ojo, but President Afine will be presenting the commission to Ojo in a private office, and the commission will be signed by George Weah and President Afine. I don't know the possibility.
Do you have copy of the commission?
And the farewell party for Ojo will be here at Natala Maje house. I don't know the possibility. And so to answer your question, there is no point in time that Andrew Wonplo issued diplomatic passport outside the policy. And there were instances where passports were sent down without communication. If the people at the Ministry of the hierarchy at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs can serve God and they want to be honest enough, some of the reasons for which they have problem with me, they will tell you that I did not agree. I seized there, I had it in a drawer. When they took me from my office, they went there, they took it off. The time will come, they went there, they took those here, and some of the passports were issued. I have copy of some of those passports that I did not agree to issue, and they later issued them. I have copy of the passports. When they issue them, I have copy of them.
Second question. Let's step aside from the Weah administration a little bit. We already established what happened there. President Boakai became president. He promised to investigate this passport issue, change the system, and reassure international and other countries that we are close to loopholes. You wrote him a letter and begged and offered to be an expert witness to provide him evidence and pieces of guidance on how to be able to investigate and track down the process. Up to now, you have not received a response. What do you think is responsible for President Boakai administration not investigating and not allowing you to testify? What is responsible? Why do you think it's responsible?
Mami, asking me to allow me to use this time I'm answering the question to drink my water here so I can sleep. Because I think you didn't know. You are one of those that stood firm. I listen to you clearly. You are on record challenging the law. One of the reasons you have to for telling the law to confess directly. Mami, it is not possible for you to recycle actors that have naked hands and expect success. It's not possible. How can you commission an investigation against yourself when you know that you are guilty? Yeah, Mami? Can you commission an investigation against yourself knowing that you are guilty?
So you are saying that the cartel that were responsible for the issuance of the passport in the past are the ones currently preventing you from coming to testify?
They were recycled.
Thank you, Stanton.
So let me thank you very much. We're going to go deeper into this thing, folks. Welcome to the show. We got Brother Andrew Wonplo here on the show as our guest. And probably tomorrow again, with good internet connectivity, Andrew will join us again to go further deeper. We want to be on this topic, Brother Wonplo. It is important that hundreds of Liberians will be hearing you today. Where lies your disappointment in this whole issue? I'm going to call some names. Help me. Yes or no? You think President Boakai dropped the ball on? Yeah, no, this Stanton. Yeah.
Stanton. My disappointment is in the Liberian people that refuse to protest against the reshuffling of people that had a hand in the cookie jar. My disappointment is in the practice that we have allowed to engulf our land, the culture of impunity. My disappointment is in the fact that anyone that seeks to go against corruption, you are a bad person, and those involved with corruption are the good people. My disappointment is in the attitude that is being exhibited, where youth are now being given the opportunity to put their lives on the skin of corruption, and they don't want to go straight because they are afraid to be treated in the way Wonplo is being treated. That's my disappointment.
So thank you. Let me go ahead. Let me go ahead and ask my second question. What do you? I mean, talk to us. President Boakai came in power with sufficient evidence. The president elevated the work grade. The president sent Comfort Sawyer to NASCAR. The president asked Pearson, former NSA boss, to be the passport director. We are seeing players like Joro, deeply connected to Sylvester Grisby. I can put a picture up about the Dwight Great girls, and I think you saw this picture. Okay, my question: do you think that President Boakai expected any transformation?
It's difficult to question the head of state of the republic because appointment is in his purview. It is his right. I don't know which state President Boakai used to appoint those people. And so I cannot query him. Because, to mind you, it is also their right to serve. It's just that the issue of serving with sincerity is what we're talking about here. It is their right to serve. And the opinion of the president, the view of the president at the time saw it that they were the most appropriate people to serve, and he appointed them. What do you want to say?
So you make mention of Dwight Gray, and that the name Dwight Gray is all over internationally. But you heard that she was being picked to be elevated as deputy minister. We asked Senator DeLong, Senator, Mame asked, and I will play this clip. Bear with me, let me play the clip. I want to ask you whether you think DeLong's answer was important. Did he sincerely answer the question? Because you listen to that clip. If you didn't, I can play the clip again. But what say you?
All I can say to you is that from the day they pronounced the great name as a nominee, I started fasting for Liberia.
Oh.
That's all I can say to you. I started fasting for Liberia. Forget DeLong. Let me tell you something. No, I don't want to go personal. Forget DeLong.
Why?
DeLong asked, Mommy asked DeLong question. DeLong Saturday, for the issue of we have it. Well, what document was before DeLong that DeLong said they were looking into what the document? Which document? Stand on, let's discuss serious thing here, man. Stand on, let's discuss.
It is serious. You are talking about no, Wonplo. Wonplo. You and myself will differ on this one. DeLong is the chairman of foreign relations. That's the law.
But I didn't say not chairman of foreign relations. So you listen to the question, man. Give me what the question sincere. Stand on. Was that question sincere? Was the answer that did not get Mohammed sincere? So the director is confirmed. Was the answer sincere?
Okay, then I will hold you there. Let me play Mohammed question and we'll play Delon answer. Let's hold you right there. 1 minute, please. The Liberian people will decide. Ladies and gentlemen. Okay, again, Andrew Wonplo, I respect your answer. Let me play Mohammed question and let Mohammed question that came by way of prophecy, and let me play Delon answer and let the Liberian people decide.
Will give you justice. President Boakai has elevated this Kennedy Dewey from Deputy Minister for Legal Affairs to Deputy Minister for Foreign Affairs. The diplomatic passport we all talk about here that destroy our country's image, but beyond just destroying the country's image, it affecting ordinary Liberians who go for visa to the embassy. They're denying our people because the U.S. government has skepticism over the credibility of people holding our passport. You in America, you send for your person back home in Liberia, it won't administrative process in 2-3 years, no response because people investigating. This Dewey Gray presided over the issuance of diplomatic passport in the hands of criminals. We promote her. Please tell President Boakai to look into that. We have foreign service officers on slow way all across because last minute of time, they put people on payroll and send them outside of the norms. On the day the government was closing, they extended diplomatic passport to 6 years. The Deputy Minister for Administration will come for soil. The current minister is investigating her for that action. The president's action has stepped aside that investigation and appointed her on the board.
Okay, let's play Delon answer.
Thank you, Ambola. Regarding Dewey Gray, it's a matter that is before us as well. This is something that we will take seriously. Regarding the issue with
he's done, Andrew. It's a matter of something that before us and we're taking seriously. That was the answer, Andrew Wonplo.
Okay, so we're taking seriously now.
The next day, they not confirmed Dewey Gray.
It was taken seriously. And you want me to say something here? What you want me to say?
Mama make a point here.
Is it not the same thing I told you when I expressed my disappointment?
You did. The next day, I don't know. Mama thing is that, listen, you are the guest. We are there to ask you a question. They know in less than 10 seconds, he was done with the Dewey Gray issue because he had in mind that he was going to confirm Dewey Gray. He said, Mama, the thing you're saying, that nonsense. I'm confirming this woman tomorrow. And yes, the letter, yeah. No, man, okay, you see, you want to put me in that, no problem. I agree that my rescue partner would be Isa. I want to put this letter up real quick. I think it's the same letter. There you go, chat the affair. There you go. This from Sawyer. This from Sawyer. Acting Minister Sawyer sending a letter October 27, 2023. Making this appointment. Were you there? No, I think you were out at the time. We putting all these people. Yeah, you were out. But the reason why I'm putting this letter out, we got so many of this appointment that might make us slow way. After rescue government won the election, or a week or two to election, they were giving slow way appointments. It's not my issue. President Boakai came by and said, we'll revise it. But my question remains the same, and I will still push you, then we'll go around again. Andrew, why did President Boakai hire the same old people? Doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result, it means that you are cuckoo. Why? People just don't understand. Sawyer, Comfort Sawyer, Dewey Gray, Pearson, all of them, they have created a cartel that you talk about, the cartel that you spoke about today, the cartel is still in existence. I'm about to start showing passports, and I want you to identify them. But let me hear you, then we'll start putting all those passports that fell in the hands of criminals.
So, Senator, you asked me why President Boakai appointed them. I'm actually afraid that a Stanton Water School will be asking the question. The senior financier of the rescue mission.
Look at that.
Let me stop that cliche, man. Answer the question and forget about the man, man.
The last time I saw you sitting with President, you were sitting with President Boakai.
My man, you can spoil conversation. Answer the man. Answer the question.
Wonplo, now answer my question, but leave me all of the things.
I'm not answering the question. How can the man do what Boakai appointed there? I'm not close to Boakai. Do I know the yard the man use?
But then that respond to the question. What you talking about the man being? Ain't you supposed to judge you too and judge you appointed you?
So guys, we're gonna move on. Let me do one thing real quick.
Now we're discussing here.
Okay. Mama, I agree with you. Let's leave it. I agree with you.
Let's never ask President Boakai why you appointed the people again. I want to know.
All right. Andrew Wonplo. Andrew, my man, you know what? Andrew, when you were serving, right? You said you put stop to some of these passports. I had this passport here from Okay. Talk to me.
They Kenyan. They got Kenya. Is that a Kenyan?
Yes.
Look at the passport. Is that a Kenyan?
Yes, I said.
One of the passports that I stopped.
Why did you stop it?
Because there was no communication that accompanied the passport. Go check to the title in that passport issue. Go check to the title. That phone they were playing at the foreign ministry, checking the passport. See the title. The title of go write passport as passport director.
Who ordered this? So let me ask you the question. Let be serious on the issue for a second. Who authorized you to issue this? Who authorized you to issue this passport?
Upstairs.
Where upstairs? Well, if you say upstairs, what are you talking about?
Step down, give me upstairs.
My man.
I'll be specific. Give me upstairs.
Yeah, but you're not helping me. The upstairs in my house, that's the city and the room.
I'm helping you. I just told you before you put a competent jurisdiction, I'll be specific. But I'm telling you, like, keep on upstairs. And this was one of the cases that I have in my drawer. That one right here. So one of the Kenyan passport that is.
Yeah, that's the Kenyan. That's the Kenyan passport.
If you check the date, you know what I'm saying. You know that I left office before it was issued. Immediately when I left office, they issued it. So low that you'll see it, then you know what I'm talking about.
Okay, so again, I think it was issued February 22nd, February 2022.
Okay.
Okay, let's move.
That's after winning the case.
All right, let's move to the next passport. Let's move to the next passport. Do you recognize this passport? It's a Turkish a guy by the name of, I think his name is Po, P-O, Po.
What passport?
Hold on, I'm getting to the passport in my phone to spell his correct name.
Yes, there's a if you have a Turkish passport, if that one of the cases there as well.
Yeah, that's a Turkish passport. His name is P-O, Po. Ayayu Po.
You good to go. Okay, so what the title in the map? What the title of the road there?
Diplomat.
Okay, so does that make sense? And you say the American shouldn't get friends with us?
Wow.
You usually get married by somebody left is a diplomat.
I mean, is that a wrong description? Is that a wrong description of his title?
But that is not a title. You have a diplomat. In which capacity you are a diplomat, but in which capacity you are serving as a diplomat? We must know. That must be specified. That's why they say this pay is for your portfolio. They must be specific. Even though you are a diplomat, but you can be press attaché, accredited to XYZ embassy near this capital. You can be political attaché. You can be military attaché. You can be honorary council. You can be first secretary, second secretary, third secretary. You can be special envoy to the president, special envoy to the speaker, special envoy to the vice president. But there must be some. You can just put diplomat. You can just put diplomat. You must be specific with the portfolio.
When you up there, so let me put out more passport here, please. Bear with us. No, they want a joke. We have passport. We don't need it. Let me put this one up again. Bear with us, please.
I know Bama.
Yeah. Let's talk about the Bama passport. What say you? Yeah, I mean, were you the one that issued this passport, or it was issued after you left? Because you're issuing this August 2020.
No, but the truth is that they were issued passport to Bama 2 times before you leave.
Under what condition were the passport issued to him?
Name was sent from upstairs with the very first time President we are won at the election. The first Democratic Party President we are applied for Bama passport and Mondo passport.
So immediately President Boakai won the election, he applied for a passport for Bama.
Bama was special what? Special something.
Bama was advisor president MOS. That's the title.
No, that one was upgraded later. Bama was special something first. From there, then the main advisor. The man got the advisor passport when we were on our way to Israel. But the first passport the man was special something to the president.
Okay, let me put this one up. No, this is Sarah Bestflow passport. Landy.
I don't know that one. I don't know it.
You don't know about Landy?
I don't know the passport. I don't know the passport.
Okay. So we got a lot of passport. Let me rest because the other guys got to come in. But Kev, let's come to you. Kev, are you with us? Then I go to Gibson if you're not ready, Kev.
I'm ready. Yeah, I'm ready. Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Let me ask you a quick question for you. There's a lot of noise.
Kev, we have it on the phone. You got to manage it.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me ask you this: Is Dual Gray is corrupt? Yeah, can you hear me? Is Dual Gray is corrupt?
I want to know the definition of corruption.
In the passport issue, is she corrupt in the passport? Is her hand in the cookies jar in the passport?
Is he one of the cartel?
Is she one of the cartel? Yeah. Is she one of it?
Was she part of the hierarchy at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs when I was serving as director?
Nah, is she one of the cartel? Is she corrupt in the passport saga? Is she?
Was she part of the hierarchy at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs when I was serving as director?
That's not my question.
Yes, she was part of it. You work with her. So what would
yeah,
you
probably, yeah.
So I mean, you can bring me back to where I came from. I was very specific. I said my bosses were part of the cartel. That's what I said at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. So why would you be coming back to me?
No, the reason I'm asking this question because Senator Dillon confirmed her in darkness, where everybody went home in the 11th hour. Dillon confirmed her. So what I want to get from you that she her hands in the cookies jar.
I was doing the night. What are you doing on the motive, girl?
Say that again.
I mean, it's like
You don't be answering question, man. Don't be answering.
no, it's okay. He's saying what you think they don't confirm her in the night. That was a motive.
Jerry, no, Jerry, you can say that. I can have a consent to ask question as well.
Correct. You are quite correct, Wonplo.
You ever see journalists after
yes, I should have a consent. Yeah, they give me information I'm not aware of. The message you have to confine in the night. So what are the motive to him? He took out the motive for which you are confined in the night. He want to ask me a question, but he admitted that the woman was confined in the night. What are the motive? Let me say that to me. Let Labrego hear him too.
Okay, so so you agree with me that
important information Andrew, provided for the Liberian people that they want confined in the night.
So Andrew, you agree with me that you agree with me because I can confirm that to you that Dylan confirmed her in the night. I can say that I can confirm that to you. So you agree with me that there was a motive why Dylan confirmed her in the night.
If I agree, I just asked you why you think was the motive. So why you think I'll be agreeing with you? I'm here to know if you are confirming the night. If you are saying it, I don't know. I don't go. I confirm in the day. Confirmation takes place in the day.
Thank you, Kat. You got another question?
My second question to you.
So if you're alleging that they don't confirm you are breaking the night, then you be telling me the motive.
Yeah, the motive is because Dylan had a
I want to work in a night to confirm somebody. There must be reason.
Yeah, I can confirm to you. Dylan confirmed her in the night because Dylan had a motive. Because Dylan did not want the Liberian people to understand that he will confront somebody that hands in the cookies jar. That's it. It's clear.
That's a very good information for the Liberian people. Now we know.
Yeah.
That you have to confirm in the night.
Yes, sir. When everybody went home.
You have to confirm in the night, right?
Yes, sir. Because most of the senators didn't even know.
Can't get to your second question.
Yeah. Let me get to my second question. Do you think President Boakai is doing much? Is he doing enough to combat this passport issue?
I don't understand. If you say if I think that he's doing much.
Are you doing enough to combat this passport issue?
Oh, okay. So I want to know if he started.
That's a good answer. Very good answer. I rest. Very good answer. We not even started. Very good answer. I take the answer.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got Andrew Wonplo in the house. Andrew, we come better tomorrow. We want to say to all of you, this is so unique.
Very good answer.
We have 4 minutes to go. Gibson, come in, sir.
Andrew, I want to ask you you got to be honest on this one here, Andrew. Was there anybody at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs when you were passport director that you can refer to today as one of the honest people who did not participate in any passport cartel activity?
You gotta be specific.
Anyone? Is there anyone else? Anyone was there?
Your bosses, any one of your bosses, the hierarchy.
But Mary Bro, you work with Mary Bro at the time?
Not Mary Bro. Not LDC Mary Bro.
Oh, okay.
But what you said about someone rest in peace, she stay alive. What wrong with you?
No, I was naming another person. I said Mary Tyler Bro. Then I said me also rest in peace. Said I'm Salif Dilan.
Oh, Salif Dilan, okay.
Lelia Cinnamon was appointed by Charles Siller. Did you work with her?
That's my first boss.
When you were passport director?
Oh God. I've been passport director when Lelia Cinnamon was passport director.
Well, I'm asking you, the reason I'm asking you, Wonplo, you said that all of your bosses at the foreign ministry were all part of the cartel. So now I'm asking you, when you were passport director, I understand where you're going, but let me repeat my question.
No, Joro, Joro, don't play with me. Because you know why? If the way you want to ask me the question, if I start asking you that, you will not let me. I told you when I was director of passport. I didn't say when I was honor man, I was head of income to you, my boss will come. I didn't say that to you. You keep asking.
But I'm saying I'm saying what you're saying.
To what I said. If you start
but Jero, the man said when he was director of passport. So now your question should be.
What I'm asking.
Yeah. But your question, Jero. Wait, Andrew, wait 1 minute. Jero, let's move on. Re-ask your question, please.
When you were director of passport, that's what I'm asking. Was there any of your bosses when you were director of passport who were not part of the cartel that you can point to and say this person was professional and they were not part of it? Is there anyone that you can name when you were director of passport?
Okay, so Jeru, the previous statement I made. Go to that statement and assess the statement. If I had exemption, then you exempt somebody. If I did not have exemption, continue where you have your answer.
So, Mama, let's come to you. Jerry is left in today. Mama, let's come to you.
The director, I will say something to you, Wonplo. We're supposed to have you on the show tomorrow. I know we've been talking in the back on other different stuff. You need to come up very clear, more than how you're talking now. That's my advice to you. The people trump up charges and put it on your head. It has suppressed you out of your country into another country and under the ground. They managed to get the U.S. government to believe that you were issuing passport unilaterally that caused the damage to America. That's not a small crime you carry. You have denied that crime. But the way you speak about those who put the crime on your head, you too soft with them. You holding back so much. But the people were not fearing anything when they were going after you. They took your ring, they took your phones, they took your computers. You went to NSA, you could not get it. They made the US to believe that you unilaterally did it. The US sanctioned you. You and your children, everybody, nothing going good. But when they ask you questions, so that the public get to understand what the issues are, who are the actors, then you're so much sympathetic with them. But they were not sympathetic with you. Maybe the part of the reason President Boakai don't want to listen to your complaint because they're sympathetic. You're not talking clear. So if we get you on the show tomorrow, we want you to be able to be clear on how we got here. But also, we want you to also be clear on why you think President Boakai refused to listen to you.
Mama, you forcing the man to speak things that you are you forcing the man to speak to your language?
Yes.
I am from Liberia County. I speak people. Getting here, I did not speak people. Clear English. I made a specific statement. I said when I was director of passport, all my bosses were part of the cartel. If someone say all the pilots on school talk.
Yeah, but allow me to interrupt you, Wonplo, please. I beg you, sir. Allow me to interrupt you, Wonplo. You asked 5 Liberians today. They don't know who your bosses were.
Exactly.
You got to call their names. I really don't know who your bosses were, Wonplo. So let me finish, sir. So let me finish. I'm not, sir. Sir, let me finish, sir. Wonplo. Wonplo, I agree. Let me finish.
Where Wonplo will stand and say, Stanton Water School did this and produce the evidence.
Wonplo.
Not in the court.
Wonplo. Wonplo, please. Wonplo, please. Wonplo, please allow me to finish. I agree with you. If you choose not to call names, I respect that. But it just confusing to my Mary that's sitting over there and say, I don't know Wonplo. I didn't know that he was even at foreign ministry. I don't know his boss's name. If you choose not to call the name, listen, it's okay. Mama, you want to come with your next statement or question?
Yeah, my next statement. Maybe Wonplo can speak to this further. It's good to clarify it. Every government, like the case with President Weah, who he gave passport to an Ivorian and other people, it is not a crime for a government to issue passport, diplomatic passport to foreigner and give them ambassadorial title. It is not a crime. In Liberia, we have Philibert Brown, who is a consulate for another country. Momo Saros, who is senator now, was consulate for Share Republic in Liberia. The American government in other places, several governments around the world, they are allowed to give diplomatic passport to people who are not citizens of their country to serve on their behalf. What is wrong is, and what we've been criticizing, is giving passport to criminals and drug lords to have access to the war, to steal and share resources with people back in the country. That's what we have problem with. We have problem with when these things are identified and government promise all to investigate. And for over 3 years, 1 year under President Boakai, we cannot investigate and establish who are the people in the system who are responsible. Everybody said that not them, but it is established that passport left the system and landed in the hands of criminals and drug lords. Some of them were arrested in America, but back home in Liberia, we cannot establish who did that. That is the problem. But giving passport to people who are not Liberians, like the Ivorian guy, Bamba, is not a crime. It's allowed under our laws. It's allowed from other countries. What is not allowed is to give passport to criminals, and when they are identified, to refuse to investigate them and bring the perpetrators to justice. That is the problem. I wanted to clarify that. And Wonplo, you can speak to that more if you get the information.
You just said it right. I said that you limited the option. It is not wrong to give passport to non-Liberians, especially the but what is wrong is, it's not just about saying criminal. What is wrong is if those individuals are not vetted. And so if Mame is not a criminal, but Mame is not vetted, and Mame received your money passport is wrong. That is why you did not add. It's not just about someone being criminal or not criminal. You must pass through the procedure. Now, if you were to take, for instance, this Ojo guy in question, I don't know if they still have him on the Idopo. But if you were to access Ojo under the Idopo Article 47 Global Network, as you push in the name Ojo, you will see you will appear on the screen. You get me? So to give passport to such an individual, and there was no vetting going on. There's no vetting. And so between you and I, there is no way the Liberian government could defend itself except to lie on me. Least they know that I had a photo of Pastor Asfield presenting the commission to the photo. Least they know that I had the footage of the guy farewell party in Natala Magi house. Proper cutting must take place. Whether you have good character or bad character, it is the vetting that will determine that.
Wonplo, let me ask you this question, please.
It's because customs vetting were not done. And so at the end of the day, the leader is scapegoat to put on the boss to have an excuse because Ojo that was not getting equipment was legit.
Okay, Wonplo, let me ask you the question. Let me ask you the question. This is Gibson again. Let me ask you the question, sir. Based on your comments, that's one question in two parts. One, were you part of the vetting process, and how do you know you are not vetted? That's one. The second question is, okay, thank you for answering that quickly. Since you are being accused by the Liberian government, and you said the instigator, yeah, thank you for answering it. Let me ask you a second question.
And so if Ojo was properly vetted, we could not have been to where we are today.
Okay, thank you. So the second question
to say that you were not vetted.
Okay, my second question is, and that is my final question for today. You claim that the Liberian government manipulated the facts against you to the U.S. government for the sanctions. Have you, by any chance, with all the evidence that you are pointing to today that you have you written the State Department attached those documents to inform them that
Yes, he did.
And I just asking for the writing. Attaching all the facts that you say you have.
Joro, I will limit my answer to this, but I know that I have gone beyond that. But I will limit my answer to this.
So Wonplo, thank you very much. I know we are scheduling to have you again, so we want to leave it there, Wonplo. I have a quick question that you raised. This will be the last question for tonight. You have said a lot today. The Liberian people have heard you. You will come back, maybe be more forceful with some of the stuff you don't want to disclose tonight. But it's even more concerning for us to sit here and listen that some of those names you are making mention of, they are still circulating under this government. The last question, do you think we will get there with the United States government to make correction on some of the issue and concerns they have raised? One. Two, are we in trouble with the European Union when it comes to passport or diplomatic passport?
Steno?
Yes, sir.
It is not possible for Liberia to leave the system this back because the system is almost elapsed. There are a lot of things you have to take into consideration. We are still in the corridors of understanding what the issues are. If we knew what the issues are by now, we would have launched an investigation. The President Boakai would have launched an investigation. But for the government is yet to launch an investigation, even though I avail myself to them. As a whistleblower is willing to provide all necessary information that they think they will need from me, that I have in my reach, get a response. Almost all of the rates that are enumerated in my communication are coming to fruitfulness. It means that we are yet to get there. And so it may not be possible. Now, the issue of Liberia with the EU. Now, no more carries official passport enter any of the European Union countries. They will not even get the visa requested. This was something that I had to go to the European Union. I went there, I was in Belgium. I attended the meeting, we had a discussion. Liberia was challenged that we do not have issuing policies similar to what America is requesting for right now. And I had to do a written communication with our issue, the passport policy and everything, and I submitted to the European Union, Foreign Embassy. Go back to meet with the secretary, which I did not do to today. And so you cannot enter any of the European countries with official passport. In fact, they won't even give you the visa after about entering. Once you say official passport, they will deny you the visa. They won't give you the visa.
Thank you very much, Wonplo. It's always good having you. We appreciate you. For 2 hours that you sat down and spoke to us today. We appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, and I also want to seize this opportunity to laud you for allowing me to be heard. I think there are a lot of Liberians that actually did not understand what has happened, how it happened, those major players that were involved. I want to also appreciate my brother Joro, Keith Hassan, Mame, my brother, for all of the questions. Those questions, I mean, they were very useful. They helped to allow us clear doubts. And so the doubt of any of the panelists were also being the doubt of an individual out there that is listening. And so it is against it that I'm also employing them. As I said, I appreciate the school family. I'm available anytime. Also, I can get to Liberia, then I will soon be in Liberia, Liberia is my country. I went to court. I didn't just leave the country. I left the country because of the threat of my life. But I went to court and I won the case in court. You have the document that sent up. So there's no reason of staying away. I think that was on my life is no longer around, so I think I can make a comeback. Maybe if I'm on ground, President Boakai will see my face, and then you'll be moved to initiate the investigation.
Thank you very much, Andrew Wonplo. We appreciate you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. All right, so let's close the show. We said thanks. Mami, come on, let's close this. We said thanks to Andrew Wonplo, Gibson Joro, Kev Hassan, Mami. I believe that it's 10:05 in Liberia, but let's make sense of what we heard from Andrew. I know he's coming back. Like Gibson, I'm saying that Andrew is holding back something. And he's saying that he will go stand before the court of law. Mami came from another angle to say, my man, speak now or forever hold your peace. But I appreciate him though. I mean, he let us some information here that is very, very important. The word great is still coming up, Gibson. Conversation is going to stay coming up. Pearson from NSA, he's still coming up. Antonio Wallo, the relationship and the cartel, that I'm going to come from another place here, Gibson. You know, I don't like to put family in this thing. But Antonio, somebody said to the extent that you expect a non-verbal to go to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. The person that received the non-verbal, that's Sylvester Grisby, children mother. You expect her to say no to it? The word Gray, a good friend to Sylvester Grisby. Sylvester Grisby made a hand-picked recommendation for the word Gray. The same thing with Pearson. Do you think that these people intentionally build their own cartel unknown to President Boakai and he fell in it? Okay, so let me hear you, because to me, you know, the president intentionally brought the cartel together or he was misled. One, the word great, Joe Wiata, as you heard from Brother Andrew Wonplo. 2, Comfort Sawyer. 3, Pearson. 4, the Gillespie, 5, the Antonio Waterwitz, the chief of protocol. These are the same group. Can you see? Do you think the president, when he was misled, you think actually he agreed, or you think the president just fooled us? Talk to me, Gibson.
Thank you, Stanton. For me, I'm a little bit disappointed, and the only reason why I was cool is because this issue is bigger than Wonplo. Wonplo is only providing information, pieces of information, some of which confirm some of our suspicion. But he did not do well in terms of coming clean today. He did not do well. Now, here is a man who claims that the weird government lied to the State Department about him, that the officials at the Foreign Ministry provided, false information to the State Department for which he was sanctioned. You are still unsanctioned, and you cannot name those ministers who may have orchestrated those things against you. What are you hiding? You got to go to court. You have to go to court before you name them. When are you going to go to court? Are you going to sue them? This is the opportune time for you to tell the Liberian people who is it. Because my concern is we can accuse Joshua government all we want. The main problem is not Joshua government at this point. The main problem is the Boakai administration. The real issue we are having now is the Boakai administration. The inability of this government, the insensitivity of this government to realize that their action is going to expose Liberians to grave danger, to embarrassment. We are talking about, we probably gone some of the a few more than a few days of the 60 days. My friend is worried now if that visa restriction is imposed. How is he going to come to America? Even the idea that the U.S. government will impose visa restriction if concerns of the U.S. government were not met. That alone sent fear, trepidation, worriness in the span of Liberians, and they are angry at this point that the Boakai administration will use the same people that were under investigation, and he said, well, to hell with the investigation that the people are investigating. I'll put you and promote you to another place and promote them. And you come and we come here and worry about Joshua government. Individuals were sanctioned in Joshua government. Now the U.S. government want to sanction the whole of Liberian people because of Joseph Boakai. The whole Liberian population will be sanctioned. They will not travel to America. Their visa will be restricted. They cannot visit their family members. They cannot come to school. They cannot do anything anymore because of Joseph Boakai. And we sit down here, we talk about what part Joshua had done. Joseph Boakai has the touch. He can either make that touch to burn and bright and shining, or he put that touch under the bosom and the light goes up. And that is exactly what he's doing. He shoved the touch under the bucket and it's dark and the touch is going down. And you put Liberians' life at risk. You put Liberian happiness at risk. You're making Liberians to worry tonight. There are some people who are not eating because of the fear that they might be sanctioned. Their visa may be restricted. This has nothing to do with Joshua Stanton. If we even talk about Joshua from now to Judgment Day, how does that solve our problem? Can Joseph Boakai insisted they solve the problem that he was unable to take care of in 1 year and 3 months? But here is the thing I want to recommend to President Boakai. I was talking to one of my good friends, and we're talking about this. President Boakai, This is not your advisors. This is not Kofi Wu, your security advisor. This is not any of your advisors. This is a journalist talking to you now. For you to be able to take care of this problem, I got 2 suggestions for you. Make sure all passports that have to do with diplomacy, they are frozen, and it is possible that only people who fly with you to go to places should bear the diplomatic passport. All others should be suspended, so that you can get to the bottom of the passport issue. When you have done that,
how many times the person will suspend diplomatic passport?
Oh yeah, he can do that. He can do that. Yes, I can do it. Yes,
no, I'm not saying you cannot. I'm not saying you cannot. I say how many times you want him to do it. He did it the first time. Nothing came out of it.
Well, I'm telling you again.
Ambassador. And at the end of the day, the people walking around with the same passport issue. I'm not saying that he cannot do it.
I agree with you.
I can be playing around. This is 2 years now. You're going to suspend in 2 months. You bring them back again, then you suspend again. Yes, the issue.
And Mr. President, Mr. President, here's my last suggestion to you. It's a difficult decision to make, but I want you to do that. If it's possible, let people be dismissed at the foreign ministry. If it costs you to dismiss or suspend the foreign minister, do that. The foreign minister is the head of the cartel that is destroying your government. And you sit there and allow the foreign minister to disturb the Liberian people. The security detail of the foreign minister has a diplomatic passport. Sack people from the foreign ministry. Take a decision and make sure that people pay for the mess that they have created. This is not about Joshua anymore. It's about what we do in the next 60 days. Radical decisions that need to be taken, radical action that need to be taken, even though it will be painful, but you take these actions and the Liberian people will know that you are serious, the United States government will know that you are serious, and you can move forward without any restriction for our people.
Kempson,
yeah.
You tried, but you're not making. You have people operating under the leadership of Dwight Gray. You have people operating under the leadership of Sarah Beslo-Yanti. Dwight Gray been on the block before Sarah.
Yeah.
Dwight Gray is a friend to Grisby. Been a friend long time to Grisby. Dwight Gray have put people around her that she would just blow the whistle and she said jump, and they say how I can jump. Dwight Gray get DeLon in her fingertip. Right there. She can spark her finger like this and they're not running like a puppy dog. That's Dwight Gray. Dwight Gray and Grace, they get everything under control. Sarah Beslo-Yanti just hanging, but she got nothing. She must say yes or they will fire her. This woman been running passport operation. The woman get a whole group of women. They call them the Dwight Gray girls. You can identify some of them. I'm not charging them, but I'm saying the fact. Those are the girls that make things happen at the foreign ministry. My question with my fellow Liberian man, do you think the president intentionally deceived the Liberian people with these different nominations? I can guarantee you what Dedan will say. Dedan will say, I will follow instruction. Just what Samuka said. Dedan will say the president did his appointment, and all I needed to do to confirm it, that was a new government. Dedan will want to pull his hand out of the cookie's jar. He said, I don't want to stop them. You have other senators. They don't give us the best excuse, but the people will remember my question to DeLon. And DeLon's answer was, when God asked Eve, and God asked a question, when she ate that fruit, and Eve gave the fruit to Adam, and God asked Adam why. Then Adam said, the woman gave it to me. Then they go to Eve. Then Eve said, the serpent. Then they go to the serpent. The serpent said, well, God, I'm a serpent. What more you can do to me? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm saying to you because our country is dying. God put in a tree life and death, good and evil. And he told them, say, follow good. Follow and you will live forever. In the cool of the evening. When everybody went home, they don't call Dwight Gray and say, come, let me confirm you. Nobody at the Capitol building, Spoon TV now yet. All the other TV now yet, cannot confirm you in secret. Call Pearson. He went for confirmation hearing. I will play it tomorrow. Antonio Woro, the baby man, the grace pay. They don't couldn't stop them. I will show the picture and play it tomorrow. That through it all, they don't have the country to protect. He had a country. He saw to shine like that light, shine on the hill. And he lied to the Liberian people. He deceived the Liberian people. He did that during the confirmation hearing. He said, I will revert. When Mami asked him about the white grave, he said, we're looking into it. The next day, they don't confirm her. Comfort Sawyer, he said, we're looking into it. The sale of diplomatic passport, he said, we are investigating. How can a sitting senator lie to the Liberian people? But well, you know what? It's not strange. It's not strange at all. And at the end of the day, I love this story. And I will teach a story in Bible study on Tuesday, maybe. When the devil turned, Gracie, God came in the cool of the evening and said, what have you done? Why did you eat the fruit? They began to shake blame. The man said at the woman. The woman said at the serpent. The serpent said, but God, you know, I was already a serpent. You can't do anything. At the Lord.
You're making me laugh.
My man at the Lord. Now listen, it's bad for our country. Did you hear Wonplo? He said even in the European Union, we got problem. 2 years in the Boakai government, 2 years. No vetting system. Non-verbal is running throughout. Grayson will take a non-verbal note and send it to Antonio Wallo. Antonio Wallo will take that note and send it to Dwight Gray. It's done. She can say no to Grace Pay. That the Liberian people want to know, personal brother, why you kept these people there? Why? Why you put friendship? Why? President Boakai means that you knew the operation during Madam Salih time. Because you are the second vice president, you ignore it. But yesterday we believe you and say, you know what, you're a pack car. So therefore, the Liberian people should give you a chance. We believe you that you're a pack car. We believe you that under Madam Salim, you wasn't involved with the passport issue. We believe you that Madam Salim snubbed you and she pushed you aside. You were that injured, waiting for the appointed time. And at the end of the day, we stood with you. We told the nation to try Joseph Yima Boakai. Mohammed told the nation the president will investigate. Stanton, Alexander, Opa, Thier, Witherspoon told the nation, told the people, I trust President Joseph Yima Boakai. He will investigate this passport issue. President Boakai came to power. What did he do? What did he do? He turned to them and said, don't listen to Stanton. Don't listen to Mame. Don't listen to Henry Costa. Don't listen to Martin Colley. Those boys don't know what they are doing. I will appoint the word grade. As a matter of fact, I will elevate her. It will hurt them. I will take Pearson for NSA and bring him to foreign ministry. As a matter of fact, my friend, baby man, Antonio Wallo, I will keep her there and promote her. They can talk tired. President Boakai was saying it, and he did. Look at our country today. Under President Joseph Yema Boakai. Look at our country. I'm going to give Mohammed a chance to speak. Listen, for me, I agree with Mohammed. Joro brought us this far, messed the whole thing up, but it's onto us now. The change that we so desire. President Boakai is not giving us that change. When it comes to the diplomatic situation, the foreign service situation, guess what? They will say, oh, they're the president. We're going to run to our lawmakers. So we'll make you Delon the chair on foreign affairs. You Delon, you'll be the chair. Guess what happened? They don't say that President Boakai ain't do it, I'm going to do it. I guarantee you, if they don't speak to this thing any day, any week, any month, that will be his excuse. President Boakai didn't do it. President Boakai appointed them and sent it to me. You want me to block them? I will not block them. And he did it. He didn't block them. And that's their argument. Mama, talk to us. We're moving. We all will come together and say we agree. Because you know what? The change is coming. A real change. A change that we can believe in. A change that we can trust again. A change that will serve you, the Liberian people. Not of Calais. Yeah. Don't look at me and say, oh, yeah, Stanton, God bless you. Yeah, Stanton, God gave you this one. Yeah, you talk to us. But I can say too, in some instances, I will deceive. Maybe that the Eve gender deceived me, but it's not the Eve gender. It's not a serpent. I was lied to too. And I can admit that I was lied to. And we will come there. We will talk about this. It got to be, we got to be very crystal clear.
Yeah. Senator, can I go before Mami?
No, Mami will go before you. Mami have to go before you.
Okay.
Mami, go ahead.
You know, we all were on the same page, pushing President Boakai to take action until Gibson tried to bring his CDC thing into the discussion, and I will have to correct it. I will have to correct it. I will correct it with an analogy. That no, you forget about Joro, we are not anything about Joro, we are that Boakai. Gibson, I agree with you on all the argument that President Boakai let us down in investigating these passport issues, identifying and removing from the system those who are responsible, correcting the system and assuring other countries around the world that the cartel is broken and Liberia is no longer a haven for the seal of diplomatic passport and passport to criminals. He let us down on that. But when you say that and you go back and say, it means nothing, I leave Joro, we are not get nothing to do with it. Yeah, I got problem with you. I got problem with you. Because the reason why you're doing that is because you want to use the situation to exonerate we are, which is disingenuous. Genuine advocates are advocating for President Boakai to change the system and blaming him for not taking action that he promised. That's not your interest. Your interest is, how can you use the situation to exonerate George Weah? And that's where I'm coming. If Gibson, you poison your child, and they took the child to the hospital because you poisoned the child, they took the child to the hospital. The doctor is fighting to resuscitate the life, and the mother is there blaming the doctor, be fast. And you Gibson walk in that medical room and tell the people, say, it's not about me. Now, just put attention on the doctor here. He's wasting our time. Your wife will slap you. So because you caused us to even get our child in the hospital today. Why the school putting pressure on the doctor? Don't come here and tell us, say, it is not about you. It is only about the doctor. It is about you because you caused us to be here today. While now your wife is blasting at you, she will also tell the doctor you need to be fast. That is the situation we find ourselves in. You talk about cancellation of passport. Let me tell you this. Look, before the passports were cancelled by this administration, Sarah Besro-Nyati, we received numerous reports of people being arrested with Liberia diplomatic passport. in America. The other man they arrested, I think in Turkey, he killed himself before the passport was canceled. From the day the passport was canceled, a new passport issued to today, nobody have been arrested with Liberia diplomatic passport and considered a criminal. That tells you something. From the day Sarah Beslo Nyanti canceled all diplomatic passport, from that day to today, no criminal have been arrested with Liberia diplomatic passport. Before she could cancel it, there were numerous arrests of criminals, money launderers with our diplomatic passport. So it tells you the cancellation of the passport and the reissuing has helped to solve the problem. But it is not sufficient because the system, the actors who are in the system and controlling the system are still alive. The government has failed to identify them. The government has failed to prosecute them. The government has failed to correct the system. So just by canceling the passport, even though we are not seeing the arrest of individuals, that is not sufficient. So don't come here and say the person who caused us to get here is not the problem, but only President Boakai is the problem. Look, Liberian people, if Donald Trump, finally President Trump, arrived at the decision to put visa ban on Liberia because of the compromise of our diplomatic passport, it will be because President Weah sold passport to criminals and drug laws, and President Boakai refused to investigate and fix the system. That is the story. If we are banned, it will be because the Weah administration sold passport to criminals and drug laws, and President Boakai administration failed to investigate and fix the system. To date, there have been no arrest of anybody under the Boakai administration with diplomatic passport who is a criminal. Nobody. His problem is he refused to investigate and fix the system. And he refused to investigate and fix the system because the cartel members are with him. That's what I will leave you with.
Stand up, give me 30 seconds. Let me respond because you call me.
No. Wait. Let me go. You will come. No. Jerome, I beg you, my brother. You will come. Jerome.
30 seconds, you come in.
Jerome, you will come there and I will leave some time for you. Please, I will leave some time for you. Okay. The reason I'm stopping you, some of the reason I don't come on normally on weekdays, and I believe Mame do have a field day. The reason I say he do and have some field day sometime during the week, because we have to be truthful. Mame, you push me to a corner. I don't want to. I had to pull out a friend of mine, a very good friend of mine, who I went to school with his sisters. Whom my father was a friend with his father, and I hate to do that because he's my friend. But Joe Puto,
he doesn't have diplomatic passport.
Stop, Mommy, stop.
He doesn't.
You don't know him like I do.
He doesn't have diplomatic passport.
Mommy, stop. You don't know him. Mommy, stop. I did not interrupt you. I did not interrupt you. Stop, Mommy.
Okay, go ahead.
I know him better than you. He's my friend. My father was his father were friends. I went to school with his sisters and brothers. I know what I'm talking about. Matter of fact, the day he was traveling, he called me. We were in the plane. We had a FaceTime. Something I told you.
Yeah, that's it. Now, let me understand something. What was the argument about? Sorry, I didn't follow. What was the argument about Joe Puto?
You said Joe Puto got diplomatic passport.
Joe Puto had a diplomatic passport.
You can lie.
Stop.
So
Stop.
Can I say something, Kev? I know you're speaking. Can I say something?
Go ahead.
Joe Puto was arrested not with Liberian diplomatic passport. He traveled on his Great Britain passport. So therefore, when he was arrested, the British government took charge and seized of his situation. He didn't travel on Liberia.
Can I go?
No, I'm not disputing what you're about. I don't know. But I'm just setting the record straight.
Fine. Joe Poto had a diplomatic passport under JMB. He also had a British passport. That I know. Right? I had to do this because he's a friend of mine. We're very close. Matter of fact, when he was on the plane, Jerome, before he got arrested, we did FaceTime. I told you, Stanton, and I spoke to my friend Ben Savvy on this. We had a FaceTime with Joe Poto and I. I hate to do this. I don't like it. You don't push and lie to the Liberian people, mommy. Don't do that. I hate to go against my friend, my brother, Joe Poto, on this. We both have Sierra Leonean background.
So what's your argument? You're talking about it, then say you have to go. So what's no. So what's your no. But I give me a mommy. This is what
you cannot speak for mommy. Mommy,
I'm not saying speaking for mommy, I'm speaking for me. But if you can wait and hear my question to you, then you will help me understand. I want to ask you a question, Kev. Allow me to ask you. We're not fussing.
Hey, ask me.
Yeah. So thank you. Let's just calm down.
Go ahead.
You're bringing Joe Poto's name in the conversation. I just want to know why.
Okay.
Why are you bringing Joe Poto's name in?
Having said nobody was arrested under diplomatic passport under JMB.
Correct.
I know my friend. So Stanton, can I just speak freely?
No, but man, Stanton.
Stanton, you have mommy to speak freely. Let me speak freely. Yeah. I know my friend. I spoke with him. Matter of fact, when I went to Liberia,
let's move away from Joe Poto. Let's go to the
no. All the people on we had our arrested with diplomatic passport. We saw their passport.
Okay. So I hate to do that, right? Mommy is pushing us to do that. But I know my friend had an issue, and I pray for him to get out of that issue because he's my friend, right? But mommy cannot come here and just give false information. He do that weekdays and he get away with murder.
But
and he cannot. He cannot. Mommy, don't get away with murder. Trust me. Maybe your days will come to an end very, very soon. For getting away with murder very, very soon. I hope
But tell us a reason why you bringing Joe Poto name in. I'm confused.
I just told you.
What did you say?
I told you that mommy said no one were arrested. You're gonna play the video, right? And they're gonna say British because they will take the British passport ahead of Liberian passport. So you're gonna play that video. They're gonna say the British people, right? Let me continue. That was I'm not gonna argue my friend. I'm not gonna go deep into my friend. But Santa, why are you interceding for mommy?
Because I want you to listen to me, Cat. Joe Poto, let me give you a small story, Cat. Calm down. Wait, Cat. Wait. I beg you, my brother. Wait.
So let me this
Cat, wait. I beg you, but wait small. Let's be fair. Even if you want to throw a red meat, Cat, let's just be fair.
Right? Yeah, but I'm not going to argue on Joe Poto.
Okay, wait. Let me tell you something. Joe Poto is a damn good friend of mine. When I go to Liberia, you get Joe Poto hosting us with Jacob Akodi and everybody. We don't like to say these things. But to now tell Joe Poto his unfortunate situation, we wish him and his family well. that he was flying on a Liberian diplomatic passport. It's not true. It's not true. He's a citizen of Great Britain.
I trust me.
Except he can come here and show us your passport.
I think you are drifting away from the media.
Yeah. Joboto was just a sidebar. Joboto was just a sidebar. But let me tell you this, Stenton. He's a friend of mine. I'm not going to discuss and his issue further. I wish him. I hope he solved the problem in there. And I did try to call him and see. He's a friend of mine. But let me say something to you.
He already brought an issue, or they say he's a friend of mine.
Yeah. I just want, because mommy was trying to blackmail folks. But let me say something to you.
I mean, if you can bring his issue up and you say he's a friend of mine, it killed the argument, because we know that. If he was your friend, because you guys from Sierra Leone together, and he was your countryman, then you understand that as a Sierra Leone, you don't talk against another Sierra Leone. That's your countryman. We understand that.
We both have that background.
This is the joke photo he's talking about, right?
Yeah, that joke photo there.
Yeah. Who joke photo standing there? Take a picture with. Captain Right. That's a joke photo you're talking about. With
you want me to take a picture with you and Joe Boakai? Yeah, but let me go further, man. Let me go further. Stanton, you want to play that? I can send you picture that he will. Nobody will believe you. Nobody will believe you are Joe Poto. Joe Poto is a Joe Boakai son. But let me say this. You said something, Stanton. You said something. I gave you a lot of respect today, and I also extend that to Mommy. You guys said something today that I wish. I think you guys and do have a lot of. I will give you guys a lot of credit for that. So then you said, I was deceived. I was deceived. You know, Jerome. When Stanton said that, it gave me a chill. Because I believe that Stanton is a person that loves his country. He built this platform in order for us to have our voices. We were nobody. But because of his platform, and we needed to put our voice out there, and our voice is out there. And he said, I will deceive. Jerome, how can a 50-year-old, a man with 50 years in power deceive somebody who tried to do well for his country, Stanton Witherspoon, with every good thing, goodness? I can attest to that. I will not go into details that he did. And he deceived him. Mommy said, you know, President, we are let us down, President and Joseph Imabaka let us down. President Joseph Imabaka let us down. They both admitting. One said I was deceived, the other one said I was let down. Jerome, these are staunch guys who went through hell and above for Joseph Imabaka. It's stating to the Liberian people that I was deceived, and the other one said I was let down, and I believe them. You know, Maya Angelou said, when someone tells you who they are, believe them. And I believe that we have believed Joseph Imabaka that he was not good. We believe him. He said a lot of stuff that we knew that he was not good. So we believe that. But how can he let Stanton and Mommy down at this moment? One say I was deceived, the other one say I was Jerome Gibson Jerome Gibson, at this moment, Jerome Gibson, at this moment,
You are still at him more than 10 times. Move
you
on.
know, the reason why I say it more than 10 times, the reason I want my Mary who's stopping from the boss to boss, hear it. Yeah. So Jerome, take it from there. I gave you honest time, Jerome.
Boss to boss again. I understand that one.
No, you know, bro, people taking boss from boss to staff.
Thank you, Kev. But I want to say thanks to Kev Hassan. I want to say thanks to Jeremy Gibson. Yeah, that gives you 30 seconds response to Mami. 30 seconds.
Respond to you too. Look, let me just tell you, the Mami, the logic you introduce is very faulty. It's so faulty that it presents a very deep misunderstanding of the issue about. Let me tell you why. During the George Weah government, the American government did not threaten to restrict the visa of all Liberians.
Yes, sir.
They sanctioned one individual in the passport department, and that person was Wonplo. If the George Weah government was so bad, they were going to threaten the Liberian people with passport restriction.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That didn't happen, man. It is the bad nature, the bad administrative practice, the ineptitude, the insensitivity of this government that makes the U.S. government is going to restrict Liberian people visa to come to America. And you are talking about somebody in the hospital, child sick, and then this is not George Weah issue. This is not CDC government issue. Because if this was CDC government issue, the U.S. government was going to sanction or threaten to sanction the Liberian people because of passport sale, or because of passport racket, or because of passport scandal. It didn't happen during George Weah time. It is
exactly
Boakai inability to control what is happening, what has happened, his ineptitude, the reckless nature of all government officials under Joseph Boakai, the insensitivity of Joseph Boakai and his government officials. It is what Liberians are today. They are worried that they will not come to America. People want to send for their children. They are worried that their children will not come. People want to send for their mother, their father, their husband, their wives. They are worried today that they will not come because the U.S. government is going to restrict their visa. And you come and talk about George Weah?
Since Joseph Boakai became president, nobody have been arrested with diplomatic passport. No criminal have been arrested.
Stop.
Since he became president, no criminal have been arrested with diplomatic passport.
I don't want to make a
tell you that one.
You are
the UNE record. Look, the UNE record on the U.S. government table.
You are stuck in gear one. You are stuck in gear one. You lack the knowledge of the issue about. You lack the sensitivity of the Liberian people. We are talking about American government trying to sanction all Liberians from coming to America. They will restrict their visa for their children. No way. You are telling me that George Weah
on the U.S.
government
the UNE record on the U.S. government.
You're going to take down, the Liberian people are angry at you.
Yeah,
Jerome.
Record on the U.S. government debts about
when Trump was in power in Joro government, he never, because Joro government Trump was in power.
This President Boakai is a point.
I beg you, let's do it one at a time. Let's get Mami chance to talk. Joro, okay. Go ahead.
The President Joseph N. Boakai is promoting people George Weah were investigating.
Good.
And you want to come here and talk about Joshua is investigating people for doing bad things, and you come and promote them, and you want to say George is responsible for the mess?
Okay, it's okay now, Gibson. Now let me tell you. In America's record, there is no complaint of a criminal holding diplomatic passport and arrested since Sarah Beslow Nyanti cancelled all
Let me stop that thing, man. Yeah, stop that thing, man. Stop that thing, man.
No, my man. I beg you, let him finish. No, let you finish now. Okay.
The UNE record. The UNE record gets in.
I feel the bus turn me here. The man feel the bus turn me here.
The UNE record.
He did that to me too. He did that.
The UNE public record America has that we all know of somebody selling diplomatic passport, of an administration selling diplomatic passport, and America arresting them is Honor George Weah. Honor Joseph Boakai. There has been no record that anybody with Liberia diplomatic passport was arrested into criminal activities. The only record is Honor George Weah.
That's not true. Stop. Don't do it.
I mean, I gotta give me a chance to talk. Gibson, wait, no. Gibson, you're not talking
by the U.S. government with the passport security.
You're not talking to wait 1 minute. Let me ask Mommy a question. I'm baking about. Okay, so this is how we're gonna do it, right? We're baking because we gotta go. I will ask Mommy a question. Mommy will answer my question. We'll bring Kev. Everybody got to do 1 minute each. Gibson, you go there. Mommy will be last. Then we will end the show. So no interruption, please, Mommy. Let me partly agree with you that there is nothing being reported, nothing, zero, that Honor Joseph Yima Boakai 1 year, 3 months, anyone you can point to that this person was arrested with a diplomatic passport.
Nothing.
Let me agree with you. Which one is greater? The arrest of the individual or the prosecution of those people that sold diplomatic passport and you kept them in your government? Which one is greater?
What is greater is the latter, the one you mentioned. The refusal to investigate and prosecute those who sold diplomatic passport is greater. I agree with you on that.
I rest my case, my man. Kev Hassan, you go.
All right. Senator, a deliberate act from Mami. Mami does that every time when he come on the show, right? He think he good at it, but maybe he got people that can align to slide with that. We understand things in Liberia. We have friends with diplomatic passport. All diplomatic passport were cancelled under Joseph Ivan Boakai. With my friend were traveling, he traveled with diplomatic passport. But some of the reason is that whenever you have a British passport or American passport, they always take those passports more important than Liberian passport. So when the news is reporting, they will report a British citizen. I'm not in no happiness to speak on my friend issue, because I know my friend would normally travel with diplomatic passport, and I send you pictures with if you can put it up with Joseph Ivan Boakai on the diplomatic mission. I send you a picture. You see him with his suit. If you can put it up, let the people see it. That my friend was with Joseph Ivan Boakai on the diplomatic mission. He traveled with Joseph Ivan Boakai on several diplomatic missions. I know that. So I hope you can put that picture up so Mommy can see that. But Mommy knows that. The reason Mommy is doing that, because Mommy always with a habit in he think that he can change the minds of the people. But I can tell you, we're well rooted in Liberia. We have friends. He's my friend. He's my brother. We hang out. And I know that. So I know exactly. I know him more than Mommy.
You're 1 minute. You're 1 minute finish.
Mommy don't know him.
Thank you, Kev. Thank you, Kev. You're 1 minute finish. Let me just ask something quick before we go to KFC. I'm still confused that you say you were not talking about your friend. but you still bringing his issue up.
No.
Okay, no. Let me finish. You're 1 minute finish. You're 1 minute finish, Cap. I'm still confused. I'm still begging you not to call Joe Poto name, but you still want to show him and you call him your friend. You are still bringing. Come on, Cap. He's in trouble. Let's face it, Cap. If you leave from here, you left from here, you went to Liberia. The passport that is stamped into, the passport, that's the passport. If you get in trouble, the Liberian government going to take it. They will have departure stamp in that passport. He went to Korea or wherever he went.
Can you put the picture up?
Excuse me, Kev, you intentionally want to go. Kev, no, please. I don't, listen, since Joe Poto incident took place, I choose not to discuss it because he's a friend of mine. I wish him well. But today, as much as we try to stop you, you are bringing it up again because you won't play politics. Joe Poto cannot fly into Japan or Korea or wherever he went into. They will see a Liberian passport and Great Britain passport. They will open and see the entry, guessing you have traveled before. And then they will take the American passport or the Great Britain passport, but he didn't travel into the country with those passports. He traveled, if he traveled with a Liberian passport, the Liberian passport will have the traveling document in it, stamp everything. So you are in error. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't. He did travel with his Great Britain passport. If for any other reason you got Joe Poto diplomatic passport, bring it up. If we want to do this thing, let's do it correctly. And I think you are in error, my brother. Keep it
Stenton, I will not go further with Poto because they want to play politics to that. I will leave it as it is. He's my friend.
When you say
here is the thing. I know my younger brother, Mami, is doing the bidding of the current government. They want to present the current government as faultless, or they are. This is called negative appraiser. Negative appraiser. You know it's bad, but you want to present it like it's good. That's what Mami is doing. That Joseph Boakai had no fault, even though there was a little negligence there. That's not what it is.
That's not what Mami said.
That's not what I said.
That's what Mami is. That's my deduction. That's my deduction from the way he present the issue.
Don't make if they let you hear your addition. Say you deducted something here.
The problem we are discussing here is that we are just opposing two governments, the past government and the present government. There were individuals that were sanctioned in Georgia government. We all know that. One of those individuals is a passport director.
I want to ask you. I want to ask you so you can just put it in your closing. You can take the time. Not the problem.
When
you concluding, when you saying it when all your 30 seconds, everyone, when you concluding, please include the specific thing that this administration did that caused this situation. That's what I want you to do.
Thank you very much.
Regarding the passport.
Thank you very much. In the Georgia government, we are aware that individuals were sanctioned. One of those individuals that was sanctioned was the former passport director. The allegation was that he allegedly sold passports to non-Liberians. And the U.S. government said he is creating problems for people who are traveling to the United States. That's why they sanctioned him. They did not sanction the foreign minister. They did not sanction the president. They did not threaten Liberian people with restricting their visa. If it was that bad, if it was so bad that the U.S. government will threaten all Liberians, not individual this time, that you, all Liberians, y'all will not come to America because your government is irresponsible in handling passport issue. That did not happen in Georgia government. Fast forward to this government. This government came to power. People that were being investigated for wrongdoing in the passport section. People that are being investigated for diplomatic passport problem. Joseph Boakai took them and promoted them. That is an acquiescence of these people emboldening the people action. You are telling all Liberian people that all of y'all stupid. People you're investigating, even though you say they did bad thing, I will put them up. Saying they were down there, I'll put them up so they can be more powerful. That's what Joseph Boakai did to Liberian people. He caused every Liberian that we are all stupid. They are now in positions. And then the U.S. government, there are evidence that the U.S. government may have that we don't have, Mame. There are evidence that U.S. government has that we may not have. There are people that they may have interacted with that have Liberian diplomatic passport or ordinary passport that may have not been arrested, but they are flagging this. The U.S. government is saying to Joseph Boakai, government is continuity. You took over, you should have gone and who were already being investigated. You promoted them. Now we are seeing more evidence in the system of people are mishandling passports. If you don't deal with this problem, no Liberian will come to America. This is bigger than anything that we have seen. It never happened in our history before.
Thank you, Gibson. Mama, take us home, man. Let's wrap this thing up.
Send that same message.
I agree with everybody that President Boakai's refusal to investigate and remove from the system those who were selling diplomatic passport and to reform the system and assure other countries that yes, we have broken the cartel. His refusal to do so makes him guilty in this. Makes him guilty. Because that's why we campaign on. That people were selling diplomatic passport. It was damaging the reputation of our country. We predicted that it would come back to affect ordinary Liberians. And President Boakai promised us that when I take over, I will investigate that situation. Those who were involved, I will penalize them. I will remove them from the system. I will review the system and assure the world that the cartel is broken. He refused to do it. Therefore, he's guilty. Where I disagree with you is because there's story passing around that Joro, we are coming back, so don't create assassin. The Joe Boakai thing will fail. Joro, we will come back, so don't create assassin. That is the fear you people have. That Joro is coming back, so don't create assassin. I'm saying, I'm telling Liberians, we wouldn't have been talking about Joseph Boakai investigating diplomatic passport had Joro not giving diplomatic passport to criminals. We are holding Boakai responsible for not investigating because George Weah gave diplomatic passport to criminals. Since Joseph Boakai became president, nobody has been arrested with diplomatic passport. What we are holding him for? Why are we asking him to investigate? We are holding him to investigate diplomatic passport that was awarded under George Weah administration. Then how come you come and say he got nothing to do with it? Only the men who are not investigated. If there were people in Joseph Boakai government who were arrested with diplomatic passport, then you have a case. We are holding Boakai responsible for not investigating crimes that were committed under Weah government. Weah himself did not investigate. He did not. He only announced that he was investigating. It made more than a year. He did not investigate. No report. So don't make that argument because somebody told you Joro will come back in 2029. So you need to take down how you're talking. Don't criticize him too much because he's coming back in 2029. And not in our story. Whether Weah comes back or not, I will tell Liberian people, if Joseph Boakai doesn't investigate the diplomatic passport that Weah gave to criminals and America put travel restriction on us, it is because Weah gave passport to criminals and Boakai did not investigate.
Mama, thank you. Gibson, Jerry, thank you. As always, Kev Hassan, thanks. Nelson Colette, please come on. I appreciate you guys. Till we meet you again tomorrow. Don't forget, we will be having Spoon Talk tomorrow. We want to wish all of you a very, very, very special Sunday. And don't forget, next week, we'll be here again with Kev Hassan, Mame Clinton will be joining us, and we'll talk more on the issue with Gibson, Jared. A one-on-one with the CEO edition on the 16th day of March 2025. We have clocked it in. Thank you very much, Kafiko. Nelson, thanks a lot. It's been a great show. We appreciate Andrew Wonplo again. Andrew will be back tomorrow to go deeper into the internet will be right. something Andrew didn't say. We're holding that for part 2, which will be tomorrow. And I'm also going to bring a couple of diplomats on the show to tell us about the way forward. Our country needs help. Before I leave, let me close with this. President Joseph Yuma Boakai came to rescue. Not rescue 1, not rescue 2, not rescue in half, but rescue in whole. Rescue in every sector, everywhere. What is happening to our foreign service is very, very concerning. It's dangerous. These are some of the mistakes President Boakai made. And I think he can correct them. 1, he kept those same people that created the problem. He kept them. He elevated some of them and made them degrade deputy minister, second to Sarah Beslow. That was a problem. I have never met Dewey Gray. I don't know Dewey Gray. Comfort Sawyer, because of friendship and relationship, he sends Comfort Sawyer to NASCAR. Antonia Wonplo, I'm going to put her name up. We have these people documented. Sarah Beslow Yanti is sending all her security then to America, giving them diplomatic passport. What Joe did it is not my argument. We should fix it. It was done under Madame Salif. Joe didn't fix it. America gave warning. It was done under George Manawia. They didn't fix it. America gave them warning. It is happening under Joseph Yuma Boakai. So who will fix it? Why should I beat on the dead horse? As an advisor and a senator to the rescue team, we expected DeLong to advise the president correctly and the executive branch to take different action. By this time, you know why? Who wasn't going to be in this situation? But they don't did it. They don't reverted to every other things that was of importance to him. They don't confirm the way Gray, Antoinette Wallow, confirm Pearson, confirm all of them. Knowing very well these people brought this thing to us. Liberia, a small country, 5.4 million people. A small country. The whole big Maserati said, they don't please represent us, you are the light. They don't turn the light on and say, you know what, that's not my business. I will do what I want to do. We are in trouble. Who advised President Boakai? We have realized that Grisby is not helping. With Grisby, it's about me, myself, and I. It's about his family, his children, his nephew, and every one of them. It's not about country. Right now, this is the 3 a.m. wake-up call that America has placed to the president. Right now. Nelson, come back, let's close the show. Right now, this is a 3 a.m. wake-up call that Donald Trump took the phone and called the State Department. What would President Boakai do? What would President Boakai do? That's the question. What would this president do? What can he do? What should he do? We are in a mess. We'll continue on this story tomorrow. Who can President Boakai run to? Sarah Beslow Yanti is not helping. The word grip, she in the mess. Sylvester Grisby is not a person he can run to. Who should President Boakai run to? who can really help right now. They will lie to the president. They will say, we made phone call to this representative. We made phone call to the congressman. The senator from New York will help us. Let's press the button on this one. We'll talk to these people. Oh, yeah, we got our president. That lie. That's a big lie. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow. We have to have this conversation. President Boakai's hands are tied. To untie the president's hand, that's the magic. That's the extra prayer we got to go into. They are lying to the president currently. They got no way out. They have no plans. They have built themselves a cartel. And President Boakai is either blind to it or he have accepted it because of friendship. This is bad. It's not only on the foreign service now. It's going to be on healthcare. It's going to be on education. And Liberia will be all on her own. And we will turn to be our scavengers, running for the spoil. If you have not prayed before, pray, like Gafran said. Our financial security is in trouble. Now you add a passport, and now you say money gone. The little one World Bank gave American and 80, they bring away with it. What are our country into, my people? What are our country into? Who should President Boakai call? You heard the president calling a cabinet meeting. Gafan fighting with everybody in that cabinet meeting, making huge argument. President Boakai just quiet that he can talk. The situation with the AFL and the Liberian police, they went to the president, they lied to him. The president quiet, he's scared, he can't talk. And wait tomorrow, we'll share something with you. Unity partisans are concerned. People in government, they say this is not the Boakai we know. They are concerned. They begin to be scared in their mind. They are beginning to be terrified as to what's going on with President Boakai. I love President Boakai so badly. I do. I still see something in him that he can fight. But the total won't back with no hands. Nothing. Family is letting him down. People he believes in, they are letting him down. Here's some of the stories. But I come to you today. Don't lose hope. Continue praying for the president. Pray for him continuously. Some way, somehow, just state a miracle. There can be a miracle somewhere. People know what I'm saying because I'm in too deep. We got to pray for President Boakai, my people. Before election, we need that President Boakai. Before election, we need that President Boakai. They will put President Boakai in the convoy and taking the program before he get when he tired to put people in him. The president tired. What have this government achieved? What? What are some of the good things you can talk about? Everybody want job. Everybody want position. Everybody want money. People fighting for 2029. People looking say, you know what? I got to connect. Because 2029 will come to power. Everybody just hustling. Minister having their own rice farm, their own company. They're using the company to enrich themselves. Everybody say, yeah, that my company, yeah, that my pepper bush, that my interest. The whole country is just a mess. I'm speaking to you, my Liberian people. May the God save our state. I will continue to pray for the president and the vice president. I will continue to pray that one day before the year end, before the 4 year come to an end, that one day the president will realize and say, oh, these people entrusted me with this country. And I need to do that which is right for the country. We are seeing the light. We are seeing the signal. It's coming. It's coming very fast. It's coming very fast. We are in March. Can't you imagine? This year is about to be over. Then what next? Why is there achievement in January, in February, in March, everywhere corruption, serious corruption? The president cannot fire, he suspend. Then he brings somebody, then there's a problem. Hey, my Liberian people. We trust the President Boakai. We believe in President Boakai. Do you? Can you say the same today? Do you still have faith? Do you still believe that the president will deliver? You still think that the president will take us to that promised land? Do you still believe that the president came to rescue? And is he rescuing? How can a president say he's rescuing when he keeping the way great? How can you say he rescuing when he brought back Pearson? How can you say he rescuing when you get comfort? Beside the foreign ministry, we can go down the line. May the Lord save our state. May the Lord help us. May God bless you. Those of you that follow Spoon Talk, those of you that are sharing the show continuously, we are partner for the greater purpose. We are partner for a better Liberia. We are partner for a country where our children will have better education, better healthcare system. We are partner where we can say, yes, free our lives, free our lives. Thank God Almighty, we have free our lives. Have a good night. Thank you, Nelson. Good night from me to you and to all of you. Have a good night.
Yes, sir. I want to say thanks a lot to everyone tonight for following this edition of the program, One-on-One with the CEO. It's been a great edition of the show. Many thanks to the thousands of you joining us by means of social media tonight across our different social media handles, Spoon TV, Fabric TV, Super TV, across Facebook, on YouTube, Spoon Talk Live. We appreciate all of you. And many thanks to you joining us by means of radio as well across the Spoon Network, Spoon FM 107.5, Fabric Radio, and all of the different radio stations. We appreciate all of you for participating, making your inputs on this edition of the program. Just before we go, let me do a special birthday greeting for Musu Queen of Atlanta, Georgia. You're celebrating your birthday today. Happy birthday to you, Musu Queen, as you celebrate your natal day today. Your sister, Shirley Snen, is wishing you all the best, and the entire crew from the late night. We're wishing you all the best as you celebrate your natal day today, Musu Queen of Atlanta, Georgia. Happy birthday to you as you celebrate a milestone, another birthday today. We wish you all the very best. And we want to say thanks to all of you who held on tonight watching this edition of the program. We appreciate all of you for your input. Mr. Philip Bala, thanks for joining us tonight. Amar Mo, we appreciate you. Ma Jennison, thank you for being here as well. I see Rutland E.N. Shilu, thank you as well. Adama Boakai Sharif, thank you for being on tonight. Daniel Mimba, Bill Kazan, Mr. Kazan, thanks for joining us as well. Tommy Jr., as always, we appreciate you coming on. Telvin Pin, Esau Green, all of you joining us tonight, we appreciate you. Shelly is here. Shelly, thank you for being on tonight. Again, happy birthday to Musu Queen. We wish her all the best. Sekou Talata Mohammed Sharif, Samuel Yuman, Mohammed Bima, Telvin Payne, and all of you. We appreciate you for being on tonight. Spoon Talk will be back on the radio tomorrow. You can make up time to join us. As you know, Spoon Talk took its weekend break. Tonight has been one-on-one with the CEO. Tomorrow will be the first edition of Spoon Talk for the week. The invitation this year to yours to join us. Until then, I'm Nelson Colette. Have a good night. We look forward to being here tomorrow. Have a good night and bye-bye for now.
It's done. It's the show.